Good evening everyone and welcome to Hearts Ablazing. This is April 24th, the last one before the big patch at the end of April. This is the biggest event we've had so far. We had 61 sign-ups, but only 56 people readied up in the check-in. Today, I am joined with Cynical, if he'd like to introduce himself.
Hey, I'm Cynical, and I'm bad at this game, but so that's why I'm doing commentary now.
Hey man, that's a little bit of a vibe check, I can get behind that. But yeah, this is our first official event on Challenge, so if there are any issues or any growing pains, you know, bear with us a little bit. But, you know, the Granblue tournament community kind of runs these by themselves, I'm not going to lie. So we're going to wait a little bit now to get Inahk and Chilly in for our first match of the stream. And this could be a long one, because again, biggest tournament we've had so far. What are your predictions anyway?
My predictions? We got... Well, most of the good players signed up. Venom's notable mission this week, he decided not to play. So, like, obviously the highlight players here, you have Rixta, top Ferry. Paddu's Metera is really scary, and you've got a lot of Ladivas who are also very scary.
Yeah, I mean, we have so many Ladivas at the moment, it's crazy. And also, guys, have a look at this bracket. If you guys want to have a look at the bracket or anything like that, we do have Nightbot in the stream now. So type in !! commands and you'll be able to see all of them. But yeah, so that's a nice little addition because it was requested quite heavily. Sorry about that, Cynical, Karen.
Oh no, it's I mean, I pretty much covered most what I was going to say anyway. But I will be interested to see. Sorry, I forgot what I was going to say. Ignore that.
Happens.
It's nerves. I'm not used to commentating in front of this many people. I'm scared.
Hey, if it helps, not many people are in the chat yet. But as the tournament goes on and more people get knocked out, more people turn up.
No, I just imagine there's like 1,000 people watching right now. You know, the nerves are on. It's like Evo finals.
You ready? You spectating? On the second cap?
Oh, sorry, I was tapped out. Spectating now.
Okay, there you go. I was going to tell them ready, but I had a suspicion, you know. Yeah, that's true.
Right, let's get the first match
an event with over 70 people, so... This is nothing, man. This is a walk in the park.
Over 70?
Apparently so.
You viewers? I mean viewers, yeah.
Lancelot. But either way, getting into the first round, this is Chilly against Inahk. Inahk is a pretty prolific player with his Percival, and Percival is a big winner of the last patch. Arguably, looks like he might end up being a big winner of the next patch too, so invest in your Percy stonks whilst you can, boys. But Inahk's a very interesting player. He plays the game very freestyle, I feel. His offense and his neutral is very unpredictable. But he has always got the colours on point.
Well, that's the most important thing, obviously, the colours.
Honestly,
I've never actually seen him play.
Oh, really?
So,
look at that, the solid player. Really aggressive. Nice anti-air confirm. Goes for the ground reset. And already, this is something I notice a lot about him, is that he uses far heavy for pressure a lot. But he gets away with it a lot as well. Nice air throw coming out from the Lancelot.
I mean, yeah, you've got to use the far heavy until people show you that they know what to do versus it. You might as well throw it out.
Those jumps, those spot dodges, not giving you a chance to special cancel it.
Every character can do it. Good options.
Nice. Fast forward into throw twice. Go for the universal overhead that time for the conditioning. Hitting a second one in a row. Not quite dead because you're Lancelot, but one more touch is going to do it.
This has been a very good round here by Chilly. Inahk's in the corner, but find his way out.
Gets a slow fall, and there you go. Frame trap with the wrecker. Good round coming out from Chilly.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chilly play either, but that was very good.
No, I haven't. First time for me. Gets hit by the round start fireball, and they're not taking the stocks though. Oh, wow!
Remix up.
What a conversion off of that fireball. Using the 5-year. You don't see that very often. With that said, Chilly looking very dominant right now. Getting DP there though.
DP from behind.
Yeah, it's got a big horizontal hitbox on.
Gran can do it, Ferry can do it. I wonder if they're going to change that, or it's intentional.
Nah, it seems intentional. Seems by design, because cross-ups are very strong in this game, especially for characters like Lancelot. And with that said, speaking of Lancelot being strong, hot damn, boys.
The B5 being very misleading there.
I mean, Mileman was in C rank for a while, whilst taking down S, double S, triple S players. So you really shouldn't judge a book by its cover, you know?
I'm starting to learn that.
Especially in a game where ranked really doesn't mean that much, let's be real.
Would you stuck at the please wait screen for a minute there? Or
yeah. It seems like a player side thing.
Just checking.
Could be a case that we were having some connection issues there.
Hopefully it's not affecting the players too much, because Lancelot's definitely a player that benefits from bad connections more than most.
Yeah, I mean, we've all heard of the Russian Lancelot, right?
The infamous.
With that said, though, Inahk getting some really good aggression going on early. Late for attack coming out from Lancelot, so it's still... Wow, never mind. Percival's turn getting ended quickly by the 2U. Getting thrown out the corner, back into the corner, though. This is the thing about Lancelot, right? Doesn't matter. That corner does not exist for him.
If you put Lancelot in the corner, you're disadvantaging yourself, honestly, because he gets access to the wall jump, allowing him for easy overheads and to switch you into the corner.
Yeah, getting his own corner confirms off of it as well.
Now you have to eat this corner pressure.
But with that said, Inahk taking it very comfortably, asserting his own pressure. Because again, the one range where Lancelot isn't great at is that mid-range where Percival is so strong. At the same time, Lancelot has so many neutral skip tools. For example, jumping out of the corner, etc., that it's hard to keep him in a position where he's having to eat that pressure. But that said, Inahk being very patient right now, keeping him in that corner, taking the plus frames. Wow, trying to bait out the throw with the neutral jump there. That's something that Inahk does a lot. Ooh, good. Neutral jump. Again, just kind of saying, hold this corner. And ending the round. Taking it back to 1-1 real fast.
Very good adaptations there. Well...
It was less of an adaptation and more...
It was just one-sided mauling. Like, he didn't let Lancelot get started.
He kind of just adjusted in the fact that instead of trying to assert his own pressure, he was letting the Lancelot hang himself. Just staying at the mid-range, being patient, not trying to take his own RPS, you know? Just keeping him in that mid-range, where if he goes for a jump out of the corner and stuff like that, he's just going to get smoked by Percival's pretty good anti-airs and DPS.
Ooh, good anti-air. Speaking of anti-airs, there we go.
Yeah, that's why you got to look out for it.
Good jump back to play pressure. Confirms.
I'm loving this. Is what I mean, I was talking about specifically how weird his neutral is, right? But that's just because Inahk goes for a lot of neutral jumps. But in this patch, Percival has arguably the best jump in the game, if not just behind Bubs. They're both phenomenal jumps. Obviously, Percival has the advantage of his walk speed and his jump arc being a bit better than Bubs, but you know, they're still pretty comparable.
Lancelot Percival got was the 2H buff, because we're seeing how much he's being able to land at the set. Before it was a lot slower, it was harder to land.
For sure, there you go, JU coming in, showing off why, you know, just why it's so effective to just throw out these neutral jumps and, wow, neutral. With that said though, thank you to everyone for all the follows, all the subs so far. It's been great, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the stream. We're already having a pretty good match for the first one. Which player? Inahk or?
Inahk, yeah.
Inahk's trying to bait out that right there. 6-6H.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if he manages to get a counter hit JH punish on the 6-6H, he can confirm into 214 HH, which is some big damage. Or is it HM? I don't actually know. Follow-ups from his command dash. Oh, nice. Spot dodge, but you can only punish that with your own reversal. But with that said, blowing him up with a frame trap. Inahk taking a pretty convincing round, pretty convincing win after the, you know, first blip.
Yeah, I think let's call the first game warm-ups there.
With that said, though, Inahk taking the first win on stream. Great games, though. I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more of a wash when I saw Inahk's name against someone who I haven't seen before, but solid plays.
Yeah, exactly the same. Once you mentioned how good he was. Like I said, the rank is misleading, though. Obviously, Lancelot playing knew exactly what to do on offense. But
I need to check out the pin message. I didn't even.
Defense is really important.
Yeah, it really is. Oh, wrong kind of screen. Yeah. Right, so the next match will be 55. Let's see who that is. 20. No, it's 9. Pardon. So 9 is Rodo against Gumius.
Combine our avatars to make something wonderful. If you can see in the lobby, it's a work of art. So we have Rodo playing, who is probably the sole Bubs player in this tournament this week. Yeah, they're both in, ready to play.
There are a couple that I know about that could be in this event. Like, aside from Rodo and Venom. But I'm not sure if they're actually in. I haven't checked all of the bracket yet. And they're fast. Play to these boys. Yeah, and as a result of that, though, it's kind of like we're seeing Venom get away with a lot of knowledge checks. Oh, why am I free chatting that?
Just a password.
But yeah, so you see characters like Vaseraga Beelzebub, Lowain, all these characters that are considered low tier. I guess we might even see it with Sorries. And people just not knowing how to deal with it due to them not having the matchup experience, you know? They never thought that you'd have to...
Definitely test the Vaseraga.
Yeah, people get blown up by Venice, man.
Venice just, yeah, especially me, like... You know,
I
it looks
used
like
to get blown up by Paddu, but Paddu gave up and went to Metera. With that said, starting off the round, Rodo going for the neutral jumps. Showing off how strong they are already, but Gumius showing that he's not afraid to use that SPD, which is good. Yeah. Makes you have
You don't normally see the SPD so early. You normally people try to condition before going for it.
Yeah, but if you get it nice and early, it really does assert that you're willing to go for it, which is where a lot of your solid pressure and RPS comes from. Keeping Beelzebub on his toes, you know? Thank you for the sub,
Rodo blocking the Ferry high. Oh, Moss with the sub?
Yeah. That's the second Dutch sub today. Oh, going for the reset? Or maybe it was just a drop combo. Either way, Bubs is back into neutral. Goes for Black Hole. That was a really close Black Hole, but yeah, Ladiva definitely could have punished that. With that said, Ladiva taking the first round. Solid start from Gumius.
I think Bubs need to play like more key point this round. Bubs has really strong big buttons and options like including that.
The thing is that it's very hard for him to get confirms off of his fire buttons. So, but at the same time, the amount of pressure that you can get on a character like Ladiva just with fireballs, you know, it can't be understated.
Bubs has arguably the strongest fireball in the game.
Yeah, like, arguably. It's just a shame that it's attached to the rest of the kit, you know? Because the rest of his kit doesn't support the fireball too much. Black Hole's good at calling out other characters' fireballs, though, in that fireball war. But no one's really going to want to throw a fireball into how good Bubs' fireball is at shutting them down. With that said, though, Bubs doing... Oh, run-up SBA as the Venom special.
You're not the only one with command throw here.
Hey, thanks for the follow, Black Rabbit.
Alright, 1 round each, that's very fast. Like, this is
Granblue, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, you're like trying to think of what to say as a commentator, and then someone's lost half the health in like 2 seconds.
He got blown up. That said, confirming into the 3 headbutts, yeah. Not confirming into the link, but it would have been really hard to do that as a 1-button confirm from the second headbutt button. Thank you, New, for the sub. Lots of love coming out this stream.
Well, we got subs today. Lots to jump in. DP's up the follow-up, though.
Oh, getting the frame trap into the headbutt. No good confirm, though. A lot of confirms getting dropped there, actually. This could actually end up costing you, but with that said, Bubs taking to the corner, getting a confirm off of that. And there's a second one, yeah. First round coming up.
The resets in here.
The first match going over to Rodo, 1-0. And another sub being gifted by Felix. What a legend, man, honestly. We're getting very close to the actual buyout, the payout, pardon, for affiliates. And obviously, the second that happens, I'll want to buy another monitor or put it into a prize pool for one of the events coming up.
So, you know, so we said sub people.
Yeah, you know, but sub people and it will come straight back to you. But yeah, I appreciate it. I really do.
We're doing this for the community. You know, I hope you guys appreciate this too.
Rixta coming in with another Twitch Prime. Everyone's letting it rain today. With that said, SBD, you're not taking a perfect today, man. Gumius keeping yourself alive.
Not pressuring though.
Yeah, a lot of the confirms are missing as well. You know, we talked earlier about the fact that he went for SBD so early, but we really haven't seen that much of that after the fact. Good anti-air. Nice confirm, gets the knockdown. Now you have to take this mix. No confirm off of it, that was awkward as hell. But gets the frame trap into the super, that's a round.
Yeah. Definitely good version to, after dropping the first one, you know, didn't like just put his head in the hands, kept playing, got the set follow up.
Rixta giving us a 1-bit cheer. What a legend.
1 bit? Shit, man. Making it rain.
There you go, Black Hole getting away with it again, going for the universal overhead and smoking that throw.
What a good read there.
Yeah, I think he combo limited there. Just didn't know when to drop, you know, when to end it. It's a bit of an awkward hit, so doesn't really surprise me. No anti-air coming out from Bubs, but DP putting Ladiva right back into the corner. Getting anti-air, but not down here.
He's blocked the jump in and then DP'd the follow-up.
Larry not catching any 1+ frames and gets the far M. For now tournament point for, wow, match point, pardon, for Rodo.
Tournament point, that'd be a bit early. Alright, Gumius. What's the adaptions?
Nice. Good pressure coming out right now. Gumius being very, very respectful, especially on Black Hole, right? For any of you who don't know, if Gumius went for the forward roll whilst getting sucked in, it's pretty much a free punish every time. And it's a free like cage punish as well. That hurts.
You just gotta assume people don't know that or something because
again the knowledge check. Good forward roll on the fireball though. A lot of people preemptively try to spot dodge or forward roll the Bubs fireball, but the key to it really is the longer that Bubs is charging that fireball, the less like variance in time he has. So you can basically just wait it out and then just forward roll preemptively when you know it's gonna come, instead of just getting smoked by it going too early.
Definitely the ideal option. Oh no, this super's not gonna hit.
Wow, doesn't get punished though. No spot dodge coming out from Bubs. And another whiff lariat. We're seeing quite a few of those coming out from Gumius right now, but gets hit by the DP.
Finding an anti-air.
Locks him in, gets the SBA. This isn't... Oh, this could be dead, actually.
I doubt it. Ladiva's got more health.
Yeah, Ladiva's a big boy. Wow, big girl, pardon.
Alright, the plus frames on the dive kick.
There's the universal overhead, but somehow loses the match. Must have not been going for a light. Expecting...
might have gone for an SBD or something.
Might have.
Maybe, actually not.
Maybe expecting Rodo to respect the fact that he's -1, but regardless, Rodo not. Throwing out that close light, taking the win.
Just because you're plus doesn't mean it's always your turn.
Especially not if you're going for disrespectful buttons, you know? Oh, wow. Lots of people in the lobby right now. Oh, is that because they're the next stream match? Have a look. Does anyone have any problem? I haven't got any mentions, so I'm assuming not. So let's go and have a look at the bracket. What's going on? Top to bottom.
Yeah, we got New and Ferry here in the bracket, so I'm assuming that's next game.
That's true, Rodo. But again, he was clearly expecting you to know that. So I was going for something a little bit more disrespectful, and you called it out. So we don't call it like I'm just dumb. You call it I'm big brain. With that said, has there been any upsets so far? So far, everything's looking about as you'd expect. I've seen this Stream Team Nono person taking people out in previous events, but I've never really seen them play, so hopefully we'll get to catch. Oh, they're 74, so probably we'll get to catch them at some point.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at who we're streaming next. We are streaming 55 next. 55 being... Okay, where is 55? It's 55 all the way down here.
Yeah, it's middle. It's losers, yeah. I think that's a mistake.
That is a mistake. 41's up here, right? Yeah, we're not going to stream 55, pardon. That's my bad. I have no idea how the hell that happened. Regardless, we're going to go ahead and stream 41 now, which is TheoryFighter against New. Two classic players from HAB. New, a Lancelot player, and TheoryFighter, another Ladiva. And might say one of the stronger Ladivas in Europe, if I'm honest.
Definitely. I mean, we've got a lot. We've got a lot of top Ladivas, but Ferry's definitely out there. He makes also good quality and good content on YouTube, analysing games and concepts.
I mean, when he first joined the server, a bunch of my friends were like kind of freaking out, fanboy. I was like, I have no idea who this is, and then they linked me to his videos. I'm like, no, I know exactly who this is. So yeah, TheoryFighter, always been doing a lot of great work with the fighting game community, especially in the European scene. Go check him out. If he wants to plug his stuff after this match, you know?
He's been making videos for like 7 years. Like, wow.
He's been making, especially Guilty Gear content. That's how I got introduced to him, with the, you know, how to learn Guilty Gear through the eyes of a Street Fighter player. That was my introduction to him personally. But with that said, New saying this is not my corner. Hold this for me real quick. Taking an early reset. Ooh, back throwing Ladiva out of the corner though. You know, Lancelot feels more comfortable in the corner than other characters, but not sure about that one, Chief. With that said, big damage coming out.
Alright, you gonna just try to jump out? The jump into the corner jumps work like every time. If it doesn't work first time, you just do it again. Here comes the X5 ball, free mix up, takes a throw.
Nice.
Follow up, same side.
Second throw, hot damn. Going for the low this time, trying to keep him honest, trying to catch him, going for any of those mashes, but anti-F throw against Swift. This could be the round. No, drops it. Running up, getting close M, close M. Oh,
no,
yeah, that's gonna whiff. No punish though. This match has been taking up way longer than it should have, but JU into 2U. Taking the round. That was way more scrambling than it had to be. Thank you, Skander.
You coming up on top.
And Lipster for the follows. Appreciate it. Ooh, drops the combo.
Ooh, drops the finish. Keeping the pressure.
Nice, good confirm. Gets the knockdown.
Yeah,
you gotta use the block button, man. With that said, there you
Oh, the
go.
fastball
Fuzzy match.
caught.
Yeah, if you're going for fastball too much, they can just fuzzy match it.
Alright, you need a perfect round at this point, but it's possible with Lancelot.
Yeah, it really is. Get a robbery, man. With that said, we're in the process of seeing one. But, Ladiva JU. Strong as hell. That is JU, right? Not JH.
Yeah, it should be. They look very similar.
They
but
do,
JU,
right?
I think it's universally better.
And I think it has the butterflies and whatnot.
Ah, I never even noticed that.
I think all of our U's have the butterflies, and click this, like the feathers. And JH has no cross-up hitbox, I see.
Ah. Well, good pressure by you.
Nice. Gets the counter hit, now you have to hold this. Go for the universal overhead. Smokes the throw. For any of you that aren't aware, you know, universal overhead has throw involved after 4 frames because it puts you airborne. And
not only that, it's probably the best starter in the game, like universally.
It's one of them, yeah, for sure. Ooh,
I mean,
J? Does that JH to knock him out of the air? I'm not sure if that was an OS or just happenstance, but this could be it. No! Goes to the reset into SPD. Goes to the 2L, takes the game. That's Paddu. New, taking the first round. Damn.
That's scruffy, but it works.
Yeah, I mean, it's been very scrambly, but the scrambles are kind of Lancelot's territory, if we're honest. Gets fastball into the low, takes 3 to the corner. What's the mix-up? Slow fall, 2 overheads, goes to the universal overhead, and that's the end of your turn. And getting hit by the third head, but yeah. It's like Lance Wrecker RPS, but bad.
Bad? Yeah, one way to describe it.
I mean,
you know, lost of a command throw. That'd be a lot more scary.
Oh, what? Backwards universal overhead, let's go. We take those. Oh, but this is not my corner, this is your corner. New taking the round.
You hate to see that.
I mean, can someone please clip that?
That whole thing was
that was spicy. But that said, alright, there you go. This is what I love about Ferry. He has the best combos, man. He has all of his best combos and all of his best punishes labbed out. You watch him playing against Ferry. Ferry actually eats a 6k punish for her making the wrong call on GG.
What, it's
beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has punishes labbed out for all the other options as well. It's beautiful. Someone who actually analyzes the matchups, you know? Oh, gets the tick throw though. Well, the poke throw.
Yep, good run there by Ferry. Barely touched.
Battle 3.
Happens, stream path happens, man.
Right, good pressure by none of you.
Nice.
Gets dunked.
Poke throw again. Name something more iconic than that with Ladiva.
Ooh. Just Ladiva a good option for 2-2-C?
Pardon?
I wonder if Ladiva's got a good option for 2-2-C after it left PD.
I'm not sure. Honestly, I'm not sure. It'll be hard to say.
Yeah.
But most characters have some form of an OS or some sort of a fuzzy mash, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Oh no, count it combos. This is gonna hurt.
Nah, drops again. This is the second time we've seen you do that, and then thrown him out of the corner. This is the second time we've seen you do that as well, but this should be it. Not ending it out because he doesn't use the super. Chip point, you can just drop the super now if you want. Just peppering him, and yeah. New taking Ferry into losers nice and early. Hot damn.
Not what I expected, honestly. But they are both obviously good players, so it's not too surprising.
Yeah, you know, there would be more surprising events happening in the world. With that said, we're not going to be streaming 55, so we're going to go ahead and see if 74 is ready for us. But with that said, these matches have been hella fast. So it wouldn't surprise me if it's not, but it is. Sanyachan against Nono, the player that I was just talking about.
Well, we're going to see what all the hype's about. I can't say I've seen them, so... I know Sanyachan is a pretty good Charlotta.
Yeah, Sanyachan's a pretty good Charlotta. He's been developing a lot, but at the same time, the thing that he was known for was like Spanish DPs. He just DP'd randomly and it caught everyone.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to say, yeah, a lot of reversals. But with Charlotta, you can get away with it more than most characters. Can be hard to punish depending on your character.
Can be very hard to punish, indeed, yeah.
Especially online, that just makes it a bit harder.
Yeah, variable delay. It's not that fun. That said, oh, they're both in already. Players run this shit by themselves, man.
They
Honestly,
got efficient.
Quarantine's got them like labbing out there. You know, Discord 2, streamed lobby, matchup experience. Let's see, they're gonna get on the. They're even gonna get on the right chairs, man. Honestly, these guys are professionals.
So And Sanyachan wasn't getting any chair, just standing there menacingly.
Yeah.
Look at that smile. It's just scary.
With that said, though, Sanyachan was supposed to contact me yesterday for matchup advice, which I have plenty of, because watching Sanyachan play, there are a few gaps in his Charlotta's play, and depending on how good of a player Nono is, we'll see another Ladiva.
This is what you wanted.
Yeah, this is what I was after. Regardless, let's see if Sanyachan can make this work, because this matchup is a pretty interesting one. I feel like both players can actually make this one work, so it'll come down to, expression of self.
Yeah, Sanyachan's been coached by Gil, so we'll see. He should know the Ladiva matchup pretty well.
Yeah, he should do. And it is a messed up matchup. I'm not gonna lie. But once Ladiva has
balls
Charlotta,
everywhere.
yeah, I mean, it's very hard for Ladiva to punish those, right? Especially in a meaningful way.
So the
nice.
optimal thing you can do is neutral jump and then hit it with jump U.
Getting the frame trap into the super. And go for a... No safe jump, just taking the BD instead. Ladiva, again, without super, doesn't have any reversal options, so there's no real need to go for it, and that's a fast round. Universal overhead counter hit.
Counter hit overhead, lands. Finish it around pretty quickly.
Very quickly, Maybe like a 15-second round.
I mean, that's what Charlotta does. Oh, no, you can't just walk into those, but you also can't react to them, so it's a hard life.
Bonk, bonk. Gets the frame trap, but no meaningful confirm off of it. That said...
No land. That could have...
There you go. There's the Spanish DPs. That's what we want. Sanyachan is a big fan of going for Demon Flip into the light follow-up, which is actually one of the ways that she can lose her turn. But right now, just using it as a neutral tool, because again, Ladiva doesn't have the best ways to deal with it. If you get that 2H as Ladiva against it, though, Charlotta's looking at eating 60%.
So
99,
you know I mentioned how Charlotta DP can be hard to punish. Ladiva is not one of those characters. Ladiva can land 5M into Lariat, and that can be a full corner combo if they're close enough.
On MDP, you can even get 2H on the second hit of it, even if you block the first hit.
Oh.
And that's a big
you haven't seen Nono do that.
Oh?
That's the thing. So
that's on.
Just mask is off.
I feel like Ladiva should be going for a lot of neutral jumps. It's how I've seen Gale deal with the matchup. It's a lot of neutral jumps, dropping those gems and stuff, falling hitboxes to try and catch the blanker ball. But with that said, Sanyachan taking the first round. Nono looking like he's having a little bit of a problem dealing with this matchup, huh?
Yeah, like I said, he didn't know to punish the DP. He's not doing neutral jumps to try and catch the blanker balls.
And that's the thing about Charlotta, right? Is that you actually kind of need, it isn't like the other characters, but you can kind of autopilot. Her stuff has so little recovery that you kind of need to lab how to punish each of it. But once you do, there are different answers to all of it. Which is why day one she seemed so OP, and then fell off a little bit afterwards. On top of the beta now.
She's still very strong.
Yeah, very strong.
But, her damage is insane, what she can do when she lands those hits.
Nice.
And, her jumping is also very strong, as you can see there.
Yeah, probably one of the best jump-ins in the game. Just JL, though. It's not like,
Look at all this chip! Look at that
chip! Again, there isn't... All of the thing is about Charlotta is that all of her stuff there is self-approaching. So, all of her mediums and her medium water combo makes her approach Ladiva. And then because Ladiva doesn't have any, reversal options, Charlotte is basically free to go for 214M, I think it's 3 times, before he's even pushed out far enough that you can punish it with, a Firelight or something. So that's why this match, another one of those reasons why this matchup screwed up. That said, there you go, getting the frame trap.
I think now it's reversal super when that's an option, possibly.
Yeah, you have to kind of call her out for it, but at the same time, if she blocks, or if she goes for light hands, you're not going to get anything from it,
I mean, you gotta do something.
Yeah, you really do.
Rough right now.
You can't let Charlotta run her game plan. Yeah. Getting the 5H.
One more touch with it. Oh, there we go. There we have it.
The 720. This is gonna hurt, but you still gotta run the mix-up afterwards, and Charlotta has, many different reversal options available to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna prick to DP.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Straight up SBA. Doesn't get the air unblockable portion, but there you go. Here's the Spanish player that we're looking for. Sanyachan letting it rip.
DP.
Using the
just a few seconds off on the DP prediction.
It's like DP, but even more expanded brain. With that said,
it's a Charlotta
stuff coming out from Sanyachan. I mean, it's not just a Charlotta player thing. That would pretty much... I don't know anyone who wouldn't have gotten caught by that, if I'm honest. SSBA into DP. That's some shit, man.
It is.
With that said,
you mostly see Grands and Charlotta's mostly doing it. And Percy's actually very DP happy if you see them. Like, obviously we have like some very clinical Percys who I don't think have entered this tournament, but in fact, we haven't really seen any Percys in your events, have we?
We have no, we have players like Inahk, Zero Q, but he doesn't attend that much. There's also another one who I always forget his name, which is bad of me. But he's also pretty good. So there are some representatives. But...
I see.
What is semi-finals?
We got
I need
Gil
to
in the
set
room.
this up because it all got changed for some reason.
So we got Gil versus Link. How'd you pronounce his name? Sorry. Linkeiro.
Oh yeah, probably just Link. Will be fine, I'd imagine.
Just good Link. Okay.
Winners...
That's another player I'm familiar with.
Quarterfinal.
Gil is yet another Ladiva, so I hope you like Ladiva.
Yeah, what is going on? I mean, I knew that Europe had quite a lot, but this is something else.
She's a strong character, and I mean, I don't want to like annoy anyone who plays her, but I think she might be easier to pick up at a certain level than others.
At the same time, she does have some of the harder links
so
that are really like necessary to her game plan, and obviously you have to be able to do a 360 and a 720.
Well, the 360 in this game is basically a half circle.
Yeah, pretty much.
but no, I'm not really sure. Like week one, everyone's like so excited, like, oh shit, we got grapplers. And now it's like, oh, it's another Ladiva.
Gillstolemyride versus I'm just gonna put Link.
Right, so we got Lance player, was it? I believe.
Yeah, Lance against Ladiva. Linkeiro, I've heard things about him being a good player.
All right, we'll see.
But
I mean, he's SS, so he's probably decent.
Yeah, probably. I think it's safe to assume.
Taking the plus frames on the 6-6 because Lance needs that. Good land on side.
If he didn't have it, he wouldn't be a beta character. Thank you, Zero and Mr. Memory Card for the follows. I appreciate it. Support's been amazing this stream. Good. Wow, 5v.
Linked with the bait, yeah, he's done that twice now.
Oh, jumps out of the corner, says, hold this for me real quick. Goes for the bait again. These are some expanded brain things.
I've seen. Yeah, there. So, right, I said before, right, Kazunoko says this is, because he's a Lance player, he says this is Lance's
best Lance player.
Yeah, he's probably the best Lance player.
Oh, not getting the punish. That's what I mean. I don't see why that's so good, doing the 5v5 as opposed to just calling out throw with something like universal overhead or a neutral jump.
It just resets distance, right? Because the only way Lance loses is if Ladiva gets in. So if he jumps out, pressures, jumps out again, pressures. It's like Ladiva doesn't get the chance to play. I mean,
I can see that. Nice.
That's not happening right now.
A lot of the time you see relatively simple confirms coming out from Gil, and I'd say that's like one of the weaknesses of his Ladiva. But going for the full source there. Ends up losing the round, but impressive nonetheless. Good to see him growing, you know, week by week.
Yep. I mean, obviously he's a good player. Played like 50 different fighting games. Learning's what he does. Oh, count it 6-6, 3-3, 2-2. That's the word. It's going to hurt. Side switch combo, impressive. Takes a throw.
Nice. There's the reset of the Wrecker pressure. And instead, Linkeiro taking the first round very convincingly. Oh, the first match, right?
That was, yeah, I'm impressed. Like, we've got a lot of SS Lance players we're seeing, including some infamous ones. But I'd say this one passes the eye test the best.
Yeah, I mean,
impressive.
There have been so many Lance players that we've seen in these events. Each of them have like very distinct flaws in their gameplay. But right now, Linkeiro is seeming like he doesn't have much of those gaps, to be honest. He's making use of a lot of Lancelot's tools that make him feel very good. He hasn't even really had to resort to much 2-2C. Wow, 2-2H, pardon. You got me saying 2-2C there. Messed up.
That
said, losing out to the Lancelot Wrecker after, yes, again. Locks the universal overhead, so it's your turn, but Lance 2H says, nah. And again, Lancelot doing a great job of just returning to neutral and then using his neutral skips to get back in on Ladiva for free. Not letting Gil have a lot of options.
Kazunoko said it should be played.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing what's so effective right now. It's great to see Linkeiro having some great knowledge right now.
Yeah, this is the first time I've actually seen use this tactic against Ladiva, because I've said this before that it's an easy matchup, but no one else has showed it. But Gil is good with the DP, the super punishes on fireballs. He lands those so consistently.
Oh, jumping twice, and you can't block that in the air.
Oof.
Not what you want to see. Yeah, he's probably trying to do something.
It's not invincible.
Ah, nah, there's no way. That would have been hard. If I saw that, that would have been clipped, for sure. With that said, dropping the combo there. So, doesn't finish the plate, but there you go.
Nice.
Mere moments later.
Jump in. Gil taking around, fighting back, signs of life.
Which is what we really need to see here, because right now he's, only got 2 rounds left. Ooh, goes for the throw. 8 frames of throw invuln on wake up, so not getting anything from it. Nice anti-air confirmed. Dropping it though, never mind. Commentator's curse.
Going for the throw, but 8s of combo instead.
Nice Jalen to throw. And baits out the throw with JU. This one should be it.
Gil is getting tech happy this round.
Yeah, you really don't want to see people going for throws against characters like Lance, Gran, etc. Wow, never mind. That was so little damage because it's so scaled. But still taking the perfect.
Golden letters.
7 golden letters.
I knew it was golden letters in this game.
We got a new Lancelot in town, boys.
And I'm scared.
I mean, I feel that's very fair. I'm not going to lie to you.
Honestly, look at this. I think Link's got a good shot at winning this tournament.
If he keeps this up, for sure. But, at the same time, there are other characters other than Ladiva, You might not have the best matchup knowledge against those. Especially with players like, well, Venom isn't in this one, but players like Venom, Benners, and Rixta. Their characters, if you don't know what you're doing against them, you're going to get smoked. With that said, Gil is still in this tournament. He's still playing this match. And what a brilliant super, calling out the gap in the Wrecker.
Gonna do a lot of damage, obviously not gonna kill, but what's the Yoki? Just down lights, but crouch lights.
Not letting him out of that corner. And EX Lariat to punish that fireball. Sit down, Lance. Stop getting ahead of yourself.
Versus fireballs. But that was like next level.
Yeah, really big brain.
Might be a raid because I don't think the Lariat's that fast.
No, it was definitely a raid.
It works.
The second that Lance got away, he just wanted to Lariat his way back in. And with that said, Gil telling us to shut up. Yeah. Still gotta focus on Gil.
Win a tournament? No, he's not even gonna win this game. Gil is fighting back.
Yes, he's. Oh, there you go, getting another punish on that fireball. Great job, keeping the pressure up. Gets a reset there. We'll call it a reset because he got the hit. And beats out the charge 2-2H. Keeping him in the corner with that universal overhead. This is exactly what you want to see from Gil. Pretty much a perfect.
Yeah, Ling didn't get a chance to show his player's game at all there. That round was
Ladiva got in with EX Lariat on EX Fireball read. And that's what it takes, Ladiva gets in once, can make you die for it.
Really well here.
Nice.
He's got a good read here on Link's patterns because everything
reading him like a book right now.
Working. Yeah.
With that said, not quite dead, but getting the reset. Keeping his pressure.
Touch can do it.
Staying at a very nice range, and wow. Takes probably the most convincing 2-0 in those rounds that we've seen in a long time. From Linkeiro seeming untouchable, Great adaptations coming out from Gil. Yeah, there's no words, really.
Yeah, it's impressive. Like, this is the power of being good in like 50 different games. Like, you learn to adapt to different situations really well. And, yeah, Gil, impressive showing there. I think I had the biggest commentator's curse in history. Now I said Link might win a tournament.
Yeah.
And he loses
You're getting a bit ahead of yourself, but we got put straight back in our places.
But he still might. The losers bracket isn't out the tournament. It's obviously got a longer way to go now.
As a hell of a long way to go, because this bracket is again pretty bloody huge and pretty stacked as well. Again, some of the big names like Rao, Sumpfog, and Venom aren't in this one. I don't even believe we have people like Maoman, etc. But, there's still quite a lot of talent in this bracket.
Sure. We've had TheoryFighter in losers since the second round.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about. The next one's 78, right? Or have we already went through all of them? You also my right? Yeah, we've already had all of them. 74? Yeah, so we've literally had all of them up until winners quarterfinals. So, but with that said, all of winners quarterfinals is ready and waiting. So. We'll get on with the first one, which is going to be Benners against Kingstonn.
Benners Kingstonn. This is going to be interesting. I haven't seen Kingstonn play in tourneys since he switched to Torres. He used to be a top Lance player.
He was playing Lancelot last tournament.
Ah, I see.
But I do know that he was playing stories at the beginning of the event, but when he went against, I believe it was actually Benners. It was Benners or Paddu. I think he switched back to Lance.
I see. I think he actually played stories through Gibbs' event, maybe. Like.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was playing that at the start of the event, but then he moved over to Lance towards the end of it.
Gibbs.
Yeah, that was the latest event. Because obviously the Dutch FGC did not run their events on Thursdays anymore.
Yeah. Wow, that's mixed up on the calendar. That should be fixed though.
Yeah, it should be. Gil, again, shoutouts to Gil. The Ladiva you just saw win, which is, what, the 6th Ladiva already? But the Ladiva you just saw win runs a calendar, which is incredibly useful for anyone looking to get into the EU FGC, specifically Granblue. It's being kept, relatively well maintained. I'm going to quickly go and drop a link to it for you guys. There is a sign-up form if you ever want to add any of your events to it, but aside from that, for general use, just take a look at the calendar. I might actually make a Nightbot command for that, because I'm, doing a little bit of work with Gil to help keep it maintained and help keep it up to date, especially for the Granblue side, because that's all I know about. Also, with that said, if I go over to here real quick, the EU main cord has been kind of given over to me, because Kendeep, had a little bit of a cliff on wanting to run it. But we're going to be remaking this Discord. I'm going to be refurnishing, all of it. And it's going to be made into a EU tournament, organization hub. So, a place for commentators, tournament organizers, attendees to come together and keep on top of all of the events that are going on right now, to collaborate between, separate tournament organizers, to do all of that sort of stuff. So, I'll have more information later on my Twitter and in the Discord, if you guys are interested in that, feel free. And according to Benners, the room disbanded, so I'm just going to quickly restart this room.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've had both people join and leave, so... Some technical issues on Granblue. It's not too surprising. It happens.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have that many, if I'm honest. Granblue's been holding up relatively well.
Better than Guilty Gear.
Come on.
Guilty Gear had some big issues. I think rooms might be down.
Oh, really? We could go to public lobbies.
I mean, if you bring me in a room, I'm not finding it.
Yeah, I haven't made it yet, though.
Oh, okay.
Should be made now. And yeah, the Exiled event that happened not long ago was a bit of a mess. But with that said, going back to the tournament discussion channel, at Benners, at Kingstonn.
Right, spectating green, right.
Now, I will say that I've had a couple of misclicks already. I got a new pad today, so adjusting to it has been interesting, but luckily for me, it's not that hard executionally to get a lobby open.
You need a links for that, really, to do it optimally.
Yeah, one frame links from HAB to start lobby.
Alright, got players in a row, ready to go.
They're on the wrong seat, but I can switch that over now. No problem. So, first winner's quarterfinal match is going to be Kingstonn against Benners. It's Lance. Thought so.
I'm disappointed.
I feel like he's testing his sorrows against, lower caliber players, but you can't sleep against Benners, man.
Oh, for sure. Like I said,
he will
I'm
blow
but I'm
you
not surprised.
Oh,
Benners does blow me up. I know this better than anyone.
No, he's got the Sora's theme on, At least he's repping it, as far as that.
We got some representation.
Close M, close M, close M, close M. We're going to be saying goodbye to that next batch.
Hopefully. We'll see.
We can hope. Nice. Dick stomp. And the throw. Getting the armor up. Lancelot doesn't actually have the best ways to deal with Vaseraga armor when he's on top of him, but with that said, the age-old, does the corner really exist against Lancelot? Jumps out of the corner, makes Benners hold that.
The corner his friend.
Benners blocked that really well, though, but gets thrown. He has to hold it again. Using the super to blow him up. First round going over to Benners.
But if Benners is known for one thing, it's supering more than most people would expect for a top player.
I mean, at the end of the day, your character kind of has to.
Oh yeah,
it's the only reversal you have. And you've got to be able to call them out on their shit, You can't let them just run their Oki on you all the time.
Not all day, no, you're right. That's fair.
Ooh, nice stomp.
Balls in the air to evade the anti-air.
Yeah, neutral jump stomp is actually really important for Vaseraga, keeping people in check. Especially a character like Lance again, where you want to catch them going for 6-6H.
Sure. Oh, good dodge there.
Taking him back to mid-screen. Nice. Just using frame traps there, nothing fancy. Keeping him in honest pressure. He isn't putting him into much Rekka RPS, which surprises me, because again, Vaseraga does not have the best ways to deal with, you know, Rekka RPS and similar stuff like that. But close M, taking him to the corner. What's the mix? Run up, frame traps, gets hit by the throw.
Oh.
This is your corner now. Hold this.
Out.
You know, acting like a Lancelot for a moment. Oh, is this the cool out? Yeah. No. And the side switch of Ju. Damn. Oh, never mind. Not dead. And they're going to be able to block that.
Super? Oh, no. Not like this.
Benners, no. What an absolute shitfest, though.
That's one way to describe it, for sure. But this matchup looks rough, honestly.
It is rough.
It's playing well.
Yeah, I mean, if you can expect anyone to know how to play pretty much all of his matchups, it's Benners. Benners is a very well-aware player, and it really shows in most of his matches. With that said, doesn't matter how aware you are, if you get the Ferry read wrong, you're going to get taken from one side of the screen to the other. Nice, good confirm.
No matter how well you know Lancelot pressure, it's not an issue actually dealing with it.
Yeah, you're still at bad odds.
Yeah, even if you know like every small gap, the optimal plays.
Yeah, use out of that corner, does the super? Is that dead? No.
Shouldn't be.
No, that's not dead.
That's has more health and some decent scaling there.
Nice. Air to air.
Ooh,
good amount of damage from it. Gets the armor. You have super available to you. It only takes one good call out, but you don't have the health for it. Gets hit by the Rekka RPS. And Kingstonn taking the first round.
Come through before the super.
Taking the first match, pardon. I believe he jumped there. If I'm not mistaken.
Right. But yeah, I know she still had the super bar, but yeah. Alright, Benners just charging inside round, pressuring, but good anti-air there by Lance.
No confirm there. So we're still in mid-screen. Alpha's about even. Gets punished off the Ju. Oh, wow.
I'll be honest, like, Vaseraga is the character I know the least, so...
Yeah, I have a relatively decent knowledge of him because of my training partner. He used to play Vaseraga, but since then he's gone. And ironically, the second quarantine hit, so hope he's alright.
Oh. That's worrying, but yeah, hope he's okay.
With that said, I hope everyone's doing well in quarantine, you know? It's led to a lot of online Granblue events, but you got to keep yourself safe, guys.
You know who isn't doing well in quarantine? Benners right now. He is struggling in the corner, but
yeah,
I mean,
the second that you're put in the corner, it can feel like you're having some social distancing, you know? Being kept away from every other member of society other than Lancelot. Holding you down in that corner. With that said, big damage coming. One more touch is going to do it for either player.
Lancer super. Wake up SSBA.
Oh, yeah, stomp, no punish, you're dead. Wait. Yeah, damn. Alright.
That works too.
Match point for Kingstonn now. With this said though, you know, the best way to stay safe during this quarantine is to stay at home, you know, commit to social distancing, and play Granblue events.
Join us.
Join us. We need more.
We need 64 people next time, people. Come on.
We are so close. And again, big shout outs to everyone who's joined the event, everyone who's in the stream right now, everyone who's dropped the follow. All the support has been absolutely incredible. I never imagined in a million years that we'd be filling up a full 64-man bracket, but we actually got pretty close this week.
With the patch next week, we might just make it. But speaking of making it, we got a comeback on the attempt.
I mean, that's the thing, though. You're in the corner, right? But if there's any character that can just completely come back, it's definitely Lancelot. Could does this hit this time? There we go.
Yes, thank God.
Ben is taking his first round. Beautiful stuff.
All right. It's match point still, right? For new.
Yes, still match point for Kingstonn. But Ben is putting himself on the board, showing that he's got something left, and wow. Side switch into the throw.
But that's not what you want to be.
Yeah, this is not what you want to be. In the corner, no armor available for you, but gets a mash. Finally disrespecting Kingstonn. This is what you want to be seeing. He's been way too respectful in the past, but
oh, another throw.
Throw into the nice meaty setup, but instead of electing to go for the meaty, just does command throw again.
He's just stomping the whole screen.
Yeah, he's dead. Ben is not only taking a round, taking a first match. Putting us back to an even 1-1.
Can Kingstonn not challenge that stomp?
No, I mean, every character in the game can. It's basically not every character in the game can. You know, on those stomps, if you think they're going to commit to another stomp, you can throw them, and if you think they're going to commit to a button, you can spot dodge. You know, it's basically just a basic RPS sequence, but you can react to what Vaseraga's doing. so it doesn't necessarily favor Vaseraga. But, you know, Lancelot doesn't have any super cheap ways to just blow through the armor like other characters do. Especially because
I like
Metera.
It's got like 2x fireball and butterflies. Pretty useful for that, but...
That said, hold this Oki. Oh, wow, missing absolutely everything, and Ben is showing no respect. Hold this for me.
Jump, side switch. Takes you to the corner.
There's the melee set up into the throw again, showing that he's exposing all of Kingston's habits right now. Charge 2-2C though, gets him out of there. I'm saying 2-2C again, this is your fault.
Yeah. Sorry. I was going to say 2-H, but you made me
goddamn anime players, man. Oh, nice J.U.
Punishes the super.
Punishes the super, but... Oh, no mind, drop. Late tech.
Good tech.
I mean, one more touch for either player, though. Oh, so many whip buttons on all of these spot dodges, and he's jumping, gets air thrown. My god. Yeah, no.
That was an intense round.
That was a very intense round. It looked like Bennett's had it, but one mistake is all it took. You let the Lancelot out of the pressure, you know? You're gonna regret it. Not dog dropping the follow, what a beast.
Kingstonn jumping out the corner above Vaseraga from like half screen. It's insane.
Nice, getting the full conversion into the combo limit. Ending his
So
turn.
one thing about the full conversion is it brings all your cooldowns back up if you use them, which is what part of why Lance is so strong.
Yeah, it's such a long combo. You can loop all of your Oki. And obviously they get put in a air recovery state, which makes them just drop straight into a fireball, and yeah. Kingstonn taking it down. I gotta say, Bennett did a great job of bringing that one back, making it a lot more closer than it looked like it was going to be at first.
Absolutely. He's top player. Best ass I've definitely seen, at least.
Yeah, I feel like Kingstonn is definitely, in my opinion, the best Lancelot in EU right now. But with that said, there's room for improvement even for Kingstonn. He has a few areas that he can work on, but he's planning on moving over to Sorry's, so... How much effort you're willing to put in? Really up to you.
It's like a questionable decision. I mean, I know you play who you like.
You gotta play who you like, you know? It's all about your priorities, you know? At the moment, we're just playing online-friendly tournaments, if you know what I mean. So, I can see it. With that said, we're going to go to the other side of the bracket now, which is going to be Rixta against Sanyachan. Oh, Lord. Rixta hates the Charlotta matchup, hates Charlotta players.
Loves Charlotta. He loves them.
Yeah, he loves them. He's definitely not been on scrub quotes for stuff that he said about Charlotta in the past. Definitely not.
Yeah. Quotes?
Yeah. For calling out Charlotta players, he got put on scrub quotes.
Nice. I mean, I won't say his criticisms are unfounded. Charlotta can be frustrating to play against, to say the least.
Yeah. With that said, though, keep the stream entertained. I'm going to go grab a drink because I forgot to before starting the event, and obviously, nothing worse than getting a dry mouth on commentary.
The only thing worse is actually being told to solo commentate, because I can't do this. I am really bad at it so far. But...
Hold this mix-up.
Run! I'm getting hit by the unblockable. So we got Sanyachan in a room, waiting on Rixta. Rixta is obviously very, very good player, right? He normally reaches grand finals, at least, I'd say. It's won quite a few tournaments. I've known these two have played before, but I'm trying to remember who won. Because I know Rixta really struggles with Charlotta. In the Dutch exhibition we had recently, he came up against a Charlotta called Space, who I'd never seen before, honestly. But Space just... I'm trying to say it in the nicest way possible. But it's a pretty one-sided game, and Rixta on the losing end. But we'll see if he's, learned more about the matchup, perhaps, or adapted. I got Rich on the cabs, Sanya and Chab. Ready to go. Oh, I hear sound.
Stop by my mum in the corner.
Coming back. It's coming back. I'm saved. I'm saved.
Yeah, you're saved, man. I've got you.
Oh, so scared. But nah, we got the players on cab. Ready to go.
So I heard a couple of things that you were saying. Rixta, if I'm honest, based on all of the results that I've seen over, the recent past and the current, the present right now, I would say that he's probably the #1 seed for Europe, if I'm honest.
Well, Venom,
you see that? Nah, no, he's not. Not even close. Rixta has won way more events than Venom across way more different platforms. But Venom's nothing to gawp at, but people overrate him purely on the basis that if we were doing actual seeding, he hasn't actually won that much. He's won 2 events, I believe, compared to Rixta, who's won, a great number. With that said, you saw his
yeah.
You saw his player.
Oh, yeah, no rat Charlottas.
Yeah, you saw his player card. You know, he hates this matchup. And one of the reasons why he hates it was something that I was mentioning earlier. If Charlotta gets in, which, you know, Charlotta has ways to get in between Blankable and neutral, you know, forward jump JL. You know, she has ways to bully her way in. But once she's in, if you do medium order into your auto combo, and then you do 214L, there is nothing Ferry can do. She is stuck there, holding that chip for an ungodly amount of time. I think you can get 4 reps on it before Ferry can even think about going for Farlight. With that said, safe jump coming out from Rixta. Anime mix-ups.
Speaking of players stuck there, we currently have Sanyachan stuck in the corner. The YOLO super not paying off, but not full punish there by Rixta.
I mean, it's not incomparable at the end of the day. Results are all that matters when it comes to seeding in situations like that, Gil. Characters don't matter. Results matter. Matchup spread matters, you know?
But I think we are going to see, you know, Bubs buffs coming up in the next patch. I mean, almost definitely. Because he is considered to be the worst character in the game, other than possibly Lowain. So we'll see what Venom does after that. But right now, though, we have Rixta in the corner. Good pressure there by Rixta. Takes his
What
turn
I'm
back.
saying is, Gil, is that doesn't matter. When seeding, it really doesn't matter if one character takes more effort than the other one. All that matters is the results, you know? Who's more likely to win. But with that said, Sanyachan finally getting to run his own game plan. The one thing that I will say is that Sanya is way too risky with his offense, and as a result gets thrown into the corner, loses the round. Rixta taking the first one. Nice and quick.
That's what Ferry can do. One throw, eat the mix up, 50% off it.
And yeah, I'm going to start seeding tournaments based on which player put in more effort, you know? That's not what matters.
You know, put me first, man. Like, I got like 200 hours, but I'm still shit.
Hey, it's a grind, man. Really is. Especially for a character like Metera, you really have to play pretty pristinely. With that said, Sanyachan, Spanish DPs, he's got them back. He's bringing them back, you know, by popular demand.
Dude, this is a very good answer that Charlotta has in the matchup. The EX Blanker Ball will just stuff pretty much any one of Ferry's buttons.
Saw that right there, though. Sanyachan finally going for that, you know, 214L, 214M pressure that you really want to see. Not getting the safe jump there, though. Getting punished, put back into neutral, which is the last thing you want to do. Oh, forward rolling to try and call out the reversal there, but doesn't get away with it. Not punished that hard, though, but you're inside Charlotta pressure, which is not where you want to be. Supering the 2U. 2U's a broken button, they say. Nothing I can do, they say.
Just super it, easy.
Yeah, right?
Just take the corner at least.
Just read that they're going to do 2U and super it on reaction, bro. Come on. With that said, Sanyachan taking the round back.
EX Blanker Ball. Right, because obviously I mentioned it beats obviously all of Ferry's buttons, which is what Ferry's, you know, going to be throwing out all the time. But also, even if it's blocked, it's safe and does decent chip.
It isn't safe. Like, Ferry's one of the few characters that can actually punish it.
Wait,
but you're getting the punish of a Farel. Like, it's not like that converts into anything meaningful whatsoever.
That's fair. I just didn't even know it could be punished, so that...
Yeah, you can punish it with Farel, but the best thing to do, as you just saw from Rixta right there, is to opt for the 2U. Because if they're not watching their toes, if they're being disrespectful at all, they get the knockdown, and you can confirm the 2U into the whip.
Just Sanyachan just colluding here, just throwing around.
I thought it did, Benners. Maybe it's just medium blankable then. Either way.
Yeah, medium like -8. It actually is punishable by quite a few characters.
Yeah, especially characters like Catalina. They make that shit look easy. Well, not just easy. They make it look pretty rough. Getting the 2U though. Safe jump. Now just keeping the positional advantage. This is exactly what you want to see.
Nothing happening.
Standing at a range where you can do that on reaction. Rixta has been implementing that in his play recently. He's basically been looking out for characters like Gran, Catalina, and Charlotta. And he's trying to use EXCP on reaction now.
I mean, the big thing is you got easy inputs, which make that a lot easier to do.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, just got to touch forward and 2 buttons to just
Oh, Rixta always going for the overhead, never for the low. But Sanyachan DPing, getting out of that anime mix-up. Let's play some more Granblue, bro. Enough of this Unis.
Block string use up the
this is gonna hurt.
time and
oh,
to
never
the
mind,
corner.
drops it. That could have been a 70% confirm, but Sanyachan dropping it. It's not very often you get to see Demon Flip. You know, being so successful with a throw.
Oh, that just goes over to you, the DP.
Now you're going to hold this corner. This is not looking pretty for Sanyachan anymore. Super is on deck, though.
Yeah, there we both think the same thing. There we go. We knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Edit punish.
No, you can't really get much from it. It's a sucky situation for Ferry, but she has the life lead, which is not a sucky situation. Rixta taking the first match. Oh, no,
close
second
side.
match. Well.
I thought, okay, right. I thought it was like that was not the first match, but.
Oh no, I was right.
His demons.
I was right, boys. She can punish it with Fire Ale.
Oh, okay.
Either way, the next match that we're going to be watching, let's go and have a look at the bracket, actually. I'm going to take a quick look at losers before moving us on, because I'm curious. We got Selyn, I still can't pronounce that, so I'm just going to keep on calling him Kisaragi. Kisaragi against Momo. Momo, again, a player that I haven't seen much of, but over the past week, I think I've seen Momo in 2 events go really deep, so I'm interested to see them play. Other than that, we have Benners and TheoryFighter. 2 brilliant players, and one of them's going out of the bracket this early. Damn.
We've got an interesting matchup, Link versus New. We got 2 Lance players.
Yeah, 2 Lance players. That one's going to be rough. Again, one great Lance has to go home. Maka against Dubsy, and then the winner of that goes against Inahk. Maka is one of the classic Hearts of Blazing players. He won a lot of events in the XR tournaments.
Right.
Benners. You want me and Ferry on stream? Yeah, if you guys want to wait, I could get that match on stream.
That'd be cool, yeah, for sure.
But if you want to get your match going, we still have plenty of winning matches to stream. It's really up to you. As I say that, you say up to you. I'll just carry on with winners. It's going to be sad that we're not going to catch one of you, but, you know, I believe.
Are we going to get Nav's Paddu on stream?
I believe, yeah. That'll be the next one.
Okay.
So, we'll do Nav's Paddu.
I'm excited for that.
Good luck, Benners.
Nabs is a Ladiva, like the first Ladiva I fought back in like week 1. As my first tournament, go online as Metera. I get perfected in like 5 seconds, I swear. It's like, I've never beaten Nabs since. And Paddu is a lot of a stronger player than I am, especially offensively. His pressure is absolutely insane. He makes people tech a lot, and he kills them for that.
You mean throw tech?
Yeah, throw tech, yeah. Like he makes throws like no one I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean,
let's see how this goes.
A lot of these players have backgrounds from other games, right? And for example, Rixta, there are very observable trends with him going for throw tech in situations where he shouldn't be, getting blown up by universal overhead, because he has a background in Street Fighter where, you know, you pretty much have it drilled into you that if they're close, you go for throw tech. And you have defensive OSs for situations like that, but, you know, less of a case in Granblue.
Paddu has a uni background, which has the universal hop mechanic. So he's pretty used to like Metera's. And apparently the throw game works pretty much exactly the same in this with Metera as it would in Uni.
As a nice primer for Granblue in Uni then. Wow, a nice primer for Metera, that is. Metera playing a very unique style that not many other characters in the game play. You know, there are some comparisons you can draw to characters like Ferry and Zeta with the kind of zoner tendencies or anti-zoner tendencies into the harsh offense. But with that said, no character quite takes it to the extreme of Metera having no defensive tools whatsoever, you know? The only ones available to her are the reversal supers, which, you know, they're good, but you can only use one of them around.
Her mechanic, a unique mechanic of hopping, is actually a pretty good defensive mechanic in a way. It lets you escape corner situations pretty well.
Relatively, but it's not like Lance or anything, you know? It's not a free escape.
Oh, no. It's not.
You have to work for it. And gets to the low confirm. Into the super. Paddu, really convincing round. This matchup's screwed up, though, you know?
Pressure.
It's really... This matchup's so much fun, because I feel like this is true for a lot of Metera's matchups, right? Where Metera has the tools to keep out, and because Ladiva doesn't have great defensive tools, she has the tools to run offense on Ladiva. But if Ladiva touches her, you're seeing the results now. You get absolutely blown up. So it really is a case of keeping your ass away and playing perfectly, because if you get caught, it's gonna hurt.
I wouldn't say it's that simple, because Metera's offense is... I wouldn't say as good as obviously Ladiva's, but it is very scary.
No, it's very good.
Ladiva has no...
That's why this matchup messed up.
Defensive herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's literally what I said, though. Is that's why this matchup's messed up, because Ladiva has... Metera has ways to keep out, but when she gets to run her offense, Ladiva similarly doesn't have reversal tools, so it can be messed up for her.
Yeah, it's very momentum-based, to put it in a simple way. This should be around though. Oh no, just no super finish. Maybe that's a misinput because Goku's coming 20U.
What a confirm! I didn't even know you could do that.
Oh yeah,
like
it's best
TK?
option. Yeah, TK heavy arrow. You can get like a full anti-air combo basically.
Damn.
Like,
what,
you can get like 3 hops, like 60% free carry.
I didn't realize you could go into loops off of that. That's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It also works as it's a best way of baiting throws as well. Obviously, it works the same way offensively as it does defensively.
Wow, getting caught with the frame trap. Not getting the SVD though. And now you have to work your way back in again, which is not easy. A lot of like DP being used by Metera here.
Yeah, because Metera's 1H and 2H are both air blockable. So a lot of people like to just jump block your way in. But the DP motion, yeah.
They're unblockable on the way up, if I'm correct. The second part is air blockable.
That's correct. Yep, just the way up. Nabs has super now though, and this matchup changes a lot when super is on board.
Especially with a super like 720 available, you know.
Oh, not just that,
because being very low HP. One super and she's dead here. Blocks the super, this could be it.
Good bait.
Nice.
But no, with Ladiva, it's even more important because she also has the anti-fireball super, so you can just not zone at that point.
Yeah, I mean, a character like
5L.
Ladiva isn't really going to be going for those fireballs though, so...
No, what I mean, like, Ladiva's got the anti-fireball super to deal with Metera once that's up.
Yeah, true. With that said, SVD, into 2U for a frame kill. Hold that pressure, again. No defensive mechanic available for Metera, but jumps his way out of the corner. Paddu with the pressure now. Now, hitting him with a stank leg. Metera 5 Power Amp, like, stood out to me day one as one of the best buttons in the game, but I realized, nah, there are some disgusting buttons in this game.
Yeah, it just looks better than, like, most have deceptive ranges. But... Oh, drops a combo though.
Metera mix-ups are so sick to watch, man. There you go, TK arrow.
It's a block.
Is that an overhead or is it just a mid?
Just mid, 5M, close 5M. Plus on block though.
No, I want about the TK. H arrow.
Oh, TK, right. No, that's just mid too, sorry.
Yeah, but I thought so. Thank God for that.
Yeah, that would be pretty busted. Completely. Oh, just dash in close 5H into super.
Yeah, Paddu putting himself to tournament point right now. Wow, match point right now. Keep on saying tournament point, but this is winner's bracket, you know? Their tournament lives are not on the line. Yet.
Not yet.
There you go, see? You can air block the second part of it, but with Butterfly up, you know, it covers a lot of gaps in Metera's play. But it's not always the easiest thing to get those butterflies up. With that said, seeing the mix-ups, the butterfly there. Again. It's gone.
Lots of pressure. Good defense there by Nabs.
Yeah, just holding the mix-up. That's the thing. A lot of Metera's pressure is relatively fuzzy guardable, but obviously Metera can mix up the timings to screw you over.
It gets a lot harder when the butterflies are active because
yeah, for
it
sure.
kind of camouflages where Metera is.
Not only does it camouflage where Metera is and which options she's going for, it also covers a lot of the gaps in the timing that you'd usually be trying to fuzzy mesh out of and stuff like that. But with that said, love Maximum Bomber. Taking it to the corner. One more touch is going to do it.
Oh, the jump 2 out. Oh, jump out is ridiculous.
Abari 2M. 2L, pardon. Taking the round. MsNabs keeping herself alive.
1 game each.
1 game each.
Last game. What's the round start going to be?
Back up, back up. Oh, wow. Butterfly keeping it safe, though. And side switch into close M, close M.
Good conversion of it. Here comes the pressure. Block one butterfly.
Good.
Ooh, take a throw.
Conditioning with the throw and using a meaty butterfly. That was sick.
Nabs really likes to use her 2U.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of the best buttons for Ladiva, right? And the reward from hitting it is, so beautiful.
Yeah, but if it's blocked, it's actually punishable by super. That's how minus it is. Like, super's in a really slow start.
Oh, but that's talking about super punishes, man. Round getting ended by Metera doing their flash kicks. But yeah, the thing is, though, is that because Ladiva goes airborne, she can't actually special cancel to you like a lot of other characters in the game. A very intentional design choice, because imagine if you did 2U and then EX Lariat.
Oh my god, that'd be so disgusting. Right, here goes the pressure, you just gotta take this. Butterfly's not back up yet, but... It's still not your turn. It's hard to.
This could end up being a perfect if you can't find your way out of there because you don't have a super available to you. You're just going to hold this. Getting hit by the low, and that's going to be it. Flash kick's going to end this round. Paddu showing the 7 golden letters and why you have to respect Metera, man. I love Metera. I'm so happy we're getting more Meteras in. But, you know, for as many Meteras as we get, we have 5 Ladivas. I swear, name this tournament to just Ladivas blazing, dude. Just a bunch of Ladivas smoking fat doinks. Laughing about that one time they SBD'd someone to death.
Ladivas are fun too, you know.
Yeah, they're great fun to watch. That said, Yamabiko versus Gillstolemyride, which is another Ladiva!
Ladiva's every game.
But with that said, Yamabiko, very new player to Hearts of Blazing, has only recently joined. I believe he was brought to us by Streampuff or Kisaragi or Kingstonn, someone like that, from the actual World Lobby. He plays Lowain, and he's been absolutely taking names.
We have a Lowain that's not Streampuff.
Yeah, I mean, we already did in Equinox, but Equinox doesn't turn up to many tournaments. Equinox is a UK player. And, you know, in early Granblue versus was taking a lot of events. Well, not taking a lot of events, but at least going very deep in them.
Yeah. Thing is with Lowain, though, like, obviously known as a weak character, once you know how to deal with him, he becomes a lot weaker.
Notably more and more weak. A lot of his stuff is relatively gimmicky.
Yeah. Like, his parry is useless except for, like, versus safe jumps.
Yeah, there are a couple other uses. For example, in situations like Lance RPS and Headbutt RPS, it's basically a little bit more guaranteed because obviously you're already in the special cancel zone. You can't special cancel into a spot dodge or something similar like that, or a DP. But, you know, it's still got questionable usability, but that's true for all of his tools, you know?
Yeah.
But with that said, Yamabiko, he's going to show us exactly how to run this.
Actually might be useful versus, you know, Ladiva's headbutts, the EX mix-up.
And, again, Ladiva's a character that goes for a lot of safe jumps, and if you know what to do with that EX parry,
maybe wouldn't use them against Lowain, though, honestly.
No, probably not. There's no reason to not just do meaties. With that said, calling in the Goon, getting the first hit. Round starts very interesting. One of the coolest things about Lowain is his backwards running speed is so incredibly fast. Getting the 2U, playing keep away, then, you know, basically playing hit and run right now. But Gil showing the awareness. He knows what to do. Going for the restart. Gotta hold this mix up.
The parry is not real.
Block 2U. But it's Lowain, you know, the reward from situations like that isn't very much. You're not eating 60% like some characters.
10%. You get the screen carry and, you know, you build some meter. Meter's a big thing with Lowain.
Not gonna happen. Whoa, what the hell was that by you?
Sunday.
There you go, beating out the safe jump.
Oh, try to throw before the
mix up, unblockable. You basically have to gamble a spot dodge there, but if Lowain knows you're going for spot dodge, he has options to call that out as well. Yamabiko's special, unironically, is doing shimmies with HPA. It's absolutely hilarious.
What does that even accomplish?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Just psyching them out. But at the end of the day, when you have a super as, you know, questionably usable as HPA, the one thing you're trying to do is fluster them so that they open themselves up, so I guess shimmying does that.
I mean, yeah, if it works, that's genius. Takes a jing, brings summons, eat some food.
Yamabiko is playing this matchup phenomenally, knowing exactly the ranges that he wants to stand at, staying clear of the EX Lariat, playing keep away. But with that said, Gil is in, and you are not going to like this one. Going for the safe jump again, but never mind, going for the extra jump, gets thrown. I mean, you're going to call out basically a 50-50 on those jumps, right? Am I going to EX parry your safe jump, or are they going to go for an empty jump? And with that said, you can't super there. Oh, no. Reversals don't work against the goons.
Well, one important thing is...
shimmies.
That shimmy not quite punished.
And the 2U, in comes Yggdrasil. You did not have the health to just sit there and take you know, take the chip, so a corner diggy is, pretty much a death sentence.
Oh, this is bad for your health. Gotta dodge. Can't jump that.
I mean, people talk again about how inconsistent and gimmicky Lowain supers are, but in a situation like that where you do not have the health to block, you know, to just sit there and block, and you do not, you know, you're put in the corner by Yggdrasil, it's not just a gimmick, you know. You've really got to hold that, and it can be very dangerous.
There's still definite answers for that, though.
Yeah, for sure.
The lightning can be dodged, you just need to do it delayed.
No, but again, when you're in the corner like that, there are a lot more unblockable setups. Like, Gil got hit by 2 of them there. And Gil, specifically in that situation, got hit by a couple of unblockable setups that he could have avoided with Super Jump on the orb. But it's not easy, especially when you're inside the corner with no HP, flustered to hell because they've just avoided your button with 246U. Yeah, we can sit there talking about, on paper, how to deal with Iggy all the time, but the second you get flustered, the second you get hit, the second you don't have enough HP to sit there and block, it can get scary, man. Wow, getting the confirm from Catalina! That was awesome.
Never seen that before, yeah.
I haven't seen that either.
But here comes skill pressure. Oh, Pyramid already! Probably going for 2 super round this time.
Goes for the shimmies, into the low, no confirm. And, oh, wow. EX Lariat a little bit too early, no confirm punish, but 720. Hold this.
Minus frames on that. You've got to jump immediately.
Yeah, you've really got to call that out, otherwise you're just going to get thrown. Is this dead? Was this real 720? Oh, just.
No, just.
Logs the universal overhead, but as Lowain, it's very hard to find an opportunity to take your turn back, and Gil using that as his opportunity.
Yeah, EX headbutt, obviously very scary pressure tool. It can go with low, can do a second headbutt, can SPD. Well, maybe not from that range, but...
Oh, nice. Good to you. Lowain getting the throw tech. Nice, but going for the universal overhead, getting called out by the mash.
Dodges a third headbutt.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea, to be honest. It loses a throw, but you got to live vicariously as Lowain.
I mean, the options basically are either third headbutt or SPD. The third headbutt's minus anyway, so you might as well just block.
Against the EX SPD. One more touch is going to do it. You can't call Mummy in. You got to hold this for just a little bit longer. With that said, now has SSBA loaded and goes straight into it. With that said, this is not a situation where you have someone cornered. This is not a situation where they can't just sit there and block. So
you need to make big reads and guess and hope they just get hit. But
Gil getting hit by lightning, not ideal, but that's it.
Wasted the headbutt cooldown though, that's something.
You know, something. We'll take what we can get. But with no super available to Lowain and, you know, not the best neutral tools, it's going to be hard. With that said, taking a little bit of munching. But gets hit.
You don't want to block the headbutt.
But with that said, if he actually managed to duck that Lariat on reaction, you could have got a punish, sending him back into mid-screen, eating a couple more, and that could have looked like a really close game. But
it would have been, yeah.
Taking back another match.
1-1 though.
1-1.
Can go either way.
Taking back a set, pardon. I need to remember, it's game, set, match.
Gil likes really take his time between rounds, I think.
Yeah, no, he's a very intentional player, though, at the end of the day. He's a very brains-based player. He likes to overanalyze the shit out of everything. Like, he did a 20-minute video on why Catalina FH is messed up, because you can't whiff punish it, except in, like, a one-frame window or something. But it's like, bro, you should just spot dodge it. But that, you know, that's just one example of the many times that Gil has sat down and really, you know, analyzed and torn apart a single piece of information. Try and really digest it and understand it, so that he can implement it into his play. You know, it's very, very interesting, and it takes a lot of dedication to be that kind of player, but, you know.
But it definitely works for him, at least.
Yeah,
obviously
Gil
it's
goes
not
all
for everyone.
No, it isn't, but, you know.
He also does
a brains-based player, yeah, you know. He runs streams all the time. He's streaming pretty much daily at the moment, so. Again, he runs the EU calendar, doing a lot of work for Granblue for us right now, so. Check him out at some point. Drop him a follow.
Stepping up. He's helped me play as well.
Anything we can do for the lag? He's really lagging. I mean, we could. There isn't much really. I can try. Yeah, I can try remaking the lobby, and then failing that, I can do a connection test. But
I don't think remaking the lobby is really accomplishment.
No, it can though. Arc system games are weird sometimes.
What year is it? It was 2020, and online still doesn't function.
It functions, just not the best.
Sometimes.
Alright, lobby's back up. Ready when you guys are.
Well, hopefully, you know, the coronavirus can kickstart the rollback in Japan.
I mean, rollback confirmed for Strive. We have a lot more games pretty much every day at this point. We've got official confirmation that Arc System Works is working with... who was it? They're working with someone to help get rollback implemented in Plus R as well.
Alright.
So, you know, there's a lot of cool things going on right now. With that said, Yamabiko back in. Waiting for Gil now. And they're both in.
Like, the only thing that's really missing is rollback. I'd be just so happy if they... Do
you mean Uniclear?
Added it retroactively. Oh, wait, I'm not spectating. Quick. There we go.
Yeah. Alright, makes sense. I was a bit confused. Like, they're going to retroactively add rollback to Unist when Uniclear exists. That would have been wild. With that said, winner of this match takes the tournament. It's still 1-1.
Hopefully the connection's cleared up for both players.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
You can only, But look, obviously, I'm not going to lie. It didn't really look on the spectator side like many people were having lag, so hats off to both of these players getting their gameplay off in not optimal conditions. But, that is kind of the environment that happens with online events. Sometimes it'd be like that.
Oh, the roll through the headbutts. Eat the full combo into the unblockable. This is going to hurt. Eat the missiles.
Wow, straight into HBA. This round has been turned around so quickly. Nah, it's not. But with that said, spending all the cash, and you get one more setup. Oh no, just holding all of it. And 720, did he jump this time? No, he's dead. Gil throwing that knowledge check right in Yamabiko's face. You know how to hold this? If no, die.
We did it game 1 as well. Exact same situation.
Hey Linkeiro, this is not the tournament for you then, man. There's like, I think 7 separate Ladivas that we've seen already.
Yeah, we get a lot of representation.
A lot of it,
We get a lot of Lances too, though, to be fair.
But no character as much as Ladiva. And I feel like there's a notable gap between Ladiva and the rest of the cast right now. But with that said, spot dodges on the parry, gets the back throw, takes him into the corner. Super is available.
Corner is not where you want to be versus Ladiva.
No, and one more touch and you could be dead. And you are dead before you can even get the super out. Right?
Yeah, I think it's been very scared to jump. Obviously, it can be hard to do.
Anticlimactic. As Lowain in that situation, you're like, I'm one touch from Iggy. Just one touch.
Just
one touch kills you. Granblue be like that, man. It's the same reason why Sorry's has a bit of a flaw as well. It's like a lot of characters straight up kill you before you can even get into SSPA, so does Lowain. But, Yamabiko showing that he's nothing to be messed with. Really, really strong showing for a Lowain player. I'm not going to lie. I'm really enjoying watching Yamabiko in the events lately. He was in Gibbs' event as well. Took some names in that event as well.
I didn't see that, but very good offense shown there. Defense may be questionable, but obviously versus Ladiva as Lowain, the defense is very hard. You just got to guess right, I guess. But there were like 1 or 2 perhaps.
There it is.
Not sure.
All right, so
I'm sorry, I have to run for like 1 minute. I will be
no worries. Have a good one. I'll just go over the bracket right now. So losers round 7. I believe we actually have a match streamed from there. Let me go and check. Match 101. 102, 101. Okay, so Inahk versus MsNabs. So we're going to go ahead and stream that before we go back up to winners semifinals. Winners semifinals is going to be Gillstolemyride against Kingstonn and Rixta against Paddu. Rixta against Paddu is going to be an interesting game. Be highlight worthy. But with that said, we're going to go down to Inahk and MsNabs. Another Ladiva. Which losers round is this? This is round 7, right? Yeah. So, stream, have you been enjoying the matches so far? There have been some damn hype ones, I'm not going to lie, so I hope you've been enjoying it as much as I have. If you're enjoying it, be sure to drop a follow. Maybe even a sub, because again, we're getting very close to the... I wouldn't usually chill as much as I am for subs, but we're getting very close to the affiliate payout. And if I get that affiliate payout, I can put that right into a prize pool for an upcoming event. With that said, at the end of this event, I am going to be announcing a relatively big event that me and Cynical have been planning. Gonna wet the whistle a little bit now, give you a little bit of a teaser about it, but nothing serious. With that said, before he's even back, going straight in, Inahk versus MsNabs, Percival versus Ladiva. This matchup's really interesting because, again, Percival has the tools to deal with some of Ladiva's RPS, and he has a decent health pool to work with, so this matchup can feel a little bit rough for Ladiva, but not quite to the extent as some of the other matchups in the game, like Catalina and characters like that. But, I still think this favours Percival a little bit, but not a lot. Which leaves a lot of room for expression right now.
I've returned.
Yeah, Gil, don't worry. I've been chilling your stuff. I've been chilling your stream. I linked the calendar. But if you want to do that, go ahead. Feel free to do so. That said, what's your thought on the matchup? Percival Ladiva.
Me? Or Gills?
Oh, you.
Okay, yeah, I thought
My fellow
like,
commentator.
yeah, but you talked to him, so like, oh, okay, I'm not really sure because he's a Ladiva player too. But I actually found this to be one of the hardest matches to play when I was playing Ladiva, but I wasn't so good back then, so might be wrong. But Percy has, I'll say, very good fireballs to keep Ladiva out. You can't roll through them. A lot of long-range pokes, and he's got DPs that can help deal with MsNabs pressure.
Yeah, which is pretty much exactly what I said. It feels like it's a very slightly favouring, you know, it's a matchup that slightly favours Percival. But there are only like a couple of truly losing matchups for Ladiva. But with that said, Ladiva taking him all the way to the corner. This is what you want to be seeing.
Yeah, like
MsNabs
Ladiva
always goes for the taunt after the SVD, like every time.
It's a good frame kill for meaty close heavy.
Which is really, really cool game design, I'm not going to lie. Hats off to the people at Axis for that.
Street Fighter 4 had some, it wasn't
my
intentional,
God.
but it had like taunt safe jumps, which was cool too.
Like I was talking about before, Inahk. Wow!
It's not invincible.
Damn! I was talking about
Not on Super.
I was gonna go ahead and talk about the fact that Inahk was doing some really interesting, really gimmicky pressure with all the hops, and then all of a sudden it pays off in absolute kind. Inahk taking the round. That was impressive. And scrambly. And weird. You don't get to see stuff like that very often.
Oh, ducks the lariat, but not a big punish. But just knocks Navs back out of range.
Inahk stole that last round, man. He really did, but now, completely dominant right now. Has control of the neutral. This is exactly what you want to see. Has 2 stocks at the ready. Oh, what a great read. Also, that F animation, one of the coolest in the game. No, I'm pretty sure it was, yeah, just a hard call out. Because Inahk, again, he hops around like an absolute madman.
Oh, that is fair. Yeah, true. Wake up super though, lands.
Yeah.
He's gonna do quite a chunk. Oh no, full animation though. Oh, jump light, no combo. Close to chip.
Damn, nice.
Jab pressure takes it. Just stagger
The reason why that was
make him jump.
not full animation, by the way, is because 236U for Percival is air unblockable. Because the Ladiva went for universal overhead, it put her in that air state, and you can't, you don't get the full animation unless they're like right on top of you.
So we got a commentator who knows things. This is nice. I'm not one of those yet.
Hey man, I watch a lot of Granblue. With that said, MsNabs,
yeah, just over.
Absolute domination. Take 1 second to talk about a slight interaction in the previous round, and the next round's just gone.
This is what I was talking about earlier, right? You take 10 seconds, and the round's like finished. It's just
Ladiva, man.
I mean, it's not just Ladiva. A lot of characters.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But I don't think there's a single character in the game that can blow people up quite as hard as Ladiva can, you know? Maybe a Catalina anti-air confirm into 70%, but we don't talk about those here.
We
We don't have Catalina players in this event. That's the thing. Catalina's not real. Catalina's... well, we have a few, but they're not here today. Sonic San, Brow, Mao Man, none of them are here right now. But with that said, you know, Catalina and Grands aren't real. They can't hurt you if they're not in the bracket. But Ladivas are very real, and they can hurt you. And they are hurting you.
They absolutely will hurt. I think it should be blocked, right? Yes, that's blocked. Hard to punish, though?
Yeah, nearly impossible for pretty much any character in the game to punish that, to be honest.
Maybe Ladiva can super through it for the last hit, because I think it's a fireball.
Oh, with that said, Inahk taking the round. Damn. Good conversion.
Clean stuff. Alright, match point for Inahk.
Yeah, Inahk. Bringing everybody close. Nice.
Ooh.
The XDP on reaction gets the free stocks. And now you can start asserting your RPS way more. Getting the fire heavy. Taking more stocks, though.
The you gotta push really strong, but...
Yeah, it's more just poke into special cancel, because a lot of the time you want to elect for stuff like spot dodge and DP. But against the universal overhead, this could be round. No, just likes to go for the XCP. Nice. Inahk taking it. Damn. Looking just about as dominant as MsNabs was in the previous round.
That was really quick. Like, what happened? Felt like one round and just match is over.
Great showing. Unfortunately, you're going down to losers, but I doubt this is the last we're going to see of you.
Hopefully
Wait.
not. We need more
No,
relief
Inahk
packages.
against MsNabs. This is losers. Yeah. They
Yeah,
might.
okay, I was gonna say.
Well, if it helps, there
This
are
might be
still
the last
like
we see of you.
this might be the last we
You're
see of
dead
you, but it's not the last we're gonna see of Ladiva. Ladiva's not dead. We've still got quite a few
Spirit will live
Ladivas
on
keeping
in
your spirit
guild
alive.
and
Yeah.
Ferry.
Oh, but speaking of Ferry, he could be out now as
Wait.
well. Benner's taking him out of the
Oh,
tournament.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh shit! The divas are going down.
Yeah, they're going down in absolute swarms. You know, you bring 10 of them, you're gonna knock them down one by one. With that said, the next match that we're going to be going over to is Rixta versus Paddu, which is IMO. This could be like a grand final match, if I'm honest.
So they're playing a lot of sets recently. Paddu said he found something out about the matchup, and then they were playing ranked after because they're the only two people that play ranked at SS. And then just Paddu got demoted pretty quickly. Like Rixta just won every single game almost.
Yeah, I mean, Rixta,
We'll see how it goes.
IMO again. If I was to actually have to, because I've been asked to seed events, you know, a few times now. I've been asked to do seed top 8 for this event, and I've been asked to seed Red Bull's event last week. So now I'm starting to think of things a little bit more in terms of seeding. And if I was to seed a player from Europe right now to, you know, take the #1 spot, it'd probably be Rixta. There are some people, you know, again, biting at him, but Rixta's just so consistent, and he's playing a character that requires like a lot of awareness and a lot of discipline to be able to be consistent with her. One mistake and you can get blown up for it, but Rixta, he has the awareness and he has the discipline. And sometimes it makes it, honestly, he's so freaking on point that it looks like he's actually reacting to RPS situations. It's something that I've never gotten over, is that it looks like he's straight up reacting to RPS situations. But you can't, that's the point, right? It's a guess. It's rock, paper, scissors.
But the thing
he looks like he's straight up reacting to it.
Though.
Yeah, right? It looks like he is, but it's impossible to be reacting.
I don't know, I think he's a robot.
Yeah, maybe, that's true. I mean, we always talk about the fact that if you're going to analyze a character like Ferry correctly, you know, only a robot could play Ferry correctly, but even then, the robot couldn't kind of condition people and stuff like that. But Rix is pretty much the closest we're going to get to seeing that in Europe so far, at least. We haven't seen any of Leffen. Leffen is supposedly a better Ferry player, but it's like,
no,
we can't really measure that. And yeah, I haven't seen him play, you know? It doesn't matter, I can't see him if I haven't seen him play.
Leffen's docking.
Yeah, right?
He's just, you know, scared.
He's scared, bro.
Real playing.
Getting exposed in all these online events. With that said, EX Whip pulling right in.
Rich has basically won this round right now.
Yeah, something like that, but... Yeah, you shut up. There's the F-throw. Now you're going to hold this.
This is going to combo. EX arrow.
And this is going to be a loop, isn't it?
Yep. Normally
wow,
you would set up the butterflies, but they're on cooldown.
No, went off cooldown just there, but maybe it was a little bit awkward. With that said, now you're going to hold the GG mix-up into the corner, blocks the universal overhead, but here comes Momo.
Jumps into the ball. Don't do that, it's bad for your health.
Rix has actually turned back on the Japanese voice, which is surprising.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
There's no Momo there.
Screen. It's English for me.
Is it?
It's something. Wait, what?
Yeah. I don't know. I'll take it. I've got Japanese. I'll take it.
Oh wow! Well, I need his tech. Like, have you got the Weeb tech on? Like, only Japanese. Force it.
Oh no, it is English. God damn.
Okay.
It didn't say the Momo line.
Get him, girl. Let's not talk about reactions on.
Yeah,
Rix
right.
Is very good. You
Very,
can't hop
very
it in.
good.
You'll just DP that.
Because if there is a situation where he can react to something, you already know that Rix has got that on lock. But again, he's so good at these RPS situations and conditioning, etc., that it genuinely looks like he's straight up reacting to them. You know, in situations where he physically can't be. Yeah, we're convinced at this point that Rix is just a robot. You know.
So one thing about this matchup is, you know, I would say it's heavily very favoured, but obviously got a commentator with me who disagrees. And we'll see why he might disagree, because it can be very explosive when things go well for Metera.
I mean, Metera has great ways to run offense on Ferry, but it's just a real struggle to get into a situation to run that offense, you know? With that said, flash kicks being punished, and yeah.
No super?
One more setup could be the end of it. Close heavy, close heavy, close heavy, close heavy.
Install? Yeah, install. There's nothing Metera can do here. I mean, even if that was blocked, like, once the install's up, if you don't have a reversal at all, and you've got to just sit in the corner.
Hold him.
Believe in victory.
Oh, Rix is taking the first round. That was close, though. Paddu keeping himself, looking like a real threat, taking the first round, almost taking the second one. Nice.
Throw, and
look
now
at that combo, man.
Into another mix-up.
Well, wins the RPS situation before the mix-up, though. Gets the throw tech. Now you're back into neutral, but get EXDP straight into the corner. Now you're going to hold this.
This is definitely not what you're going to do with Metera. It's pretty scary.
That wasn't a TK arrow. That wasn't TK arrow. It was really high.
It wasn't actually TK,
yeah.
but it's
as good as. Oh, gets the EXDP, and now Momo's out. And here comes GG, setting it full screen to make sure you have to hold that. Oh, wow. Super. That's going to work.
Good answer. Good answer, yeah.
Calling out the 5U. Is this dead? You would know this better than me.
Quite dead.
This character's very squishy, Both of these characters share the lowest health in the game, but it's not dead. One more setup.
I honestly don't think that's a real setup. I think you can smash out of that.
No, I definitely don't think that's a real setup.
But yeah.
Rixta calling it out.
Works it out.
Has the awareness. That ain't real. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah. Oh, the whip's on cooldown. This is a big factor in this matchup, right? Because it's projectile invulnerable. It stops Metera playing a normal game, but when it's on cooldown, Metera can just lob stuff out.
Paddu changing up the game plan here. Starting to play a lot more defensive, but the second he hops in, he gets punished. Now you have to hold this mix. Getting hit. This isn't pretty.
Good corner carry. Oh,
here we go. Rixta's adjustment. Honestly, this is an adjustment that he saw. He watched Master Rank Bubs versus a Master Rank Ferry, and Ferry was spamming 623M. And it's surprisingly really fucking good. He's saying once 2U's nerfed, it's going to be the new thing people are complaining about.
Oh no.
There's like no recovery on it, so it basically jails you. It means you can't jump forwards, you just got to sit there. And obviously, it's in a mix-up, right? You can go for GG, or you can go for... Yeah, but if you throw GG, you can end up getting pretty screwed by that. But with that being said, Rixta taking a 2-0 against Paddu, one of the strongest players in the event.
Tell you, man, 8-2 matchup.
Just saying. 8-2, just saying, bro. Well, I don't agree, but everyone's entitled to their opinions, Yeah, you really can't. Like, at the end of the day, people can try and downplay players for playing the characters that they play, but a character select screen is a equal matchup, It really is.
Yeah, anyone can pick anyone. So.
No accounting for taste, but...
To be fair, I do think, if they are picking dubs, there's obviously something questionable about their decision making.
Yeah, but they're gonna like those villains. Some people like those FGC villains.
Ugh, I hate.
Gillstolemyride and Kingstonn. Yeah, those are the next two.
Ooh.
And then we're gonna be going down to losers for a little while.
So go up against another Lance, probably. Oh, I doubt he's going to be playing Sorez. But you never know.
Paddu TV coming in with the much more reasonable 6-4 matchup. I'll give you a 6-4 matchup. I won't give you an 8-2.
You're going to take that?
I'll take that, bro.
You can say that, but Infiltration, is a kind of a big player. You might have heard of him. He said the matchup is unwinnable for Metera. So just take that as you will. Thing is, if it was like a 6-4, why isn't Paddu winning 4 out of 6? 4 out of 10?
Hey, shut up, man.
What, me?
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need that talk here, bro. Paddu did his best, and he did a strong ass showing.
No, he's very. I'm not doubting him. That's kind of my point, though. He's so strong, and he just gets fucked by Rixta every time.
I mean, there's more to a matchup than just the characters, if we're honest. And Rixta,
yes,
he's kind of on another level. I'm not gonna lie. You see the tier lists where people are putting all these characters, just one step above the others. And right now, Rixta's showing that there are very few people that can really match him in EU right now. Honestly.
Well, we'll see after the next patch. I'll just say that.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
But people day one were complaining about Metera. People day one were complaining about Metera and Lowain, and they were saying Lancelot was the weakest character in the game. We've seen Arc System Works do some shit in the past, so it wouldn't surprise me if we got Metera nerfs and Lowain nerfs, and we saw Lancelot getting the buffs.
No. We just had Metera and Lowain buffs last patch, so they know they're weak. We're not going to get too stupid, probably.
Nah, bro, come on, it's Arc Sys. You can't give them any credit.
I know it's Arc Sys.
They buff Kid Buu, they buff Bardock, bro.
Oh, please no.
With that said,
But
getting into the next
if
one.
Lance gets nerfed, I'm just retiring. I'm going straight to commentary forever. Never playing next one.
But with that said, Ladiva versus Lancelot. Kingstonn, again, has a few issues with this matchup in the past. We've seen him getting blown up. I feel like there's basically players who have watched Kazunoko play Lancelot, and then there are players that haven't watched Kazunoko play Lancelot, and that's like the barrier of entry for Lancelot players right now. Kingstonn,
yeah, because if
let's give him
you're
that
playing
check.
rush down, like you end up in Ladiva's range where she can just pressure you and you die. But if you play more cautiously as Lancelot, you can have a lot more success. But this is not cautious play, but it's still success for Kingstonn right here.
Yeah, he's going to get the reset into the fireball. Oh, never mind, just takes the 5e reset instead. This is something that he hasn't been implementing in this play up until this point, really. So it's a nice adjustment to see.
Right.
Kingstonn constantly growing. I've always said this. I feel like Kingstonn's one of the players that grows the most. The only thing that could have gotten in the way, jumps that confirm, was him moving over to Soris, and he gets 720'd out of the Loreka RPS. Again,
I don't think it's a full input though.
no, it isn't. And it's not going to do that much damage. You've still got a lot of room to play with, especially with the super available for you. Gil's got one hell of a mountain to climb.
Chip is a factor as well if this is blocked. Good roll. Oh, good jump on neutral jump. Good answer for that. Dodges through the records.
Okay, Gil doing a surprisingly good job at bringing that one back. With that said, though, stream chat, I've got to correct you. Half the bracket are Ladiva's, and then not half the bracket, but a quarter of the bracket are Lancelot's. Then the other quarter of the bracket's whoever else. And the rest of the bracket's the other 13 characters. With that said,
no, we just have all the levers on stream. That's like the priority in the seeding.
yeah, that's what's been going on. I look at the bracket, I'm like, let me get some Ladiva.
Ladiva here, yep. But Ladiva's here. Gil's got a good big life lead, but he's, not
And
where you
he's
want to
playing
be.
the matchup correctly. He's keeping himself relatively spaced and gets the universal overhead on the Protec. But drops the confirm again. 666 confirms are not Lance's best friend at the moment. They keep on dropping it, and it's going to cost you the round.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Might not scaling, but yeah.
Nah, for sure. Ladiva combos hurt, man.
Don't want to drop. Combo
Yeah,
save
don't
life,
wanna drop.
someone once said. Both players been patient here around start.
Lancelot playing neutral.
Oh,
What the hell's this? Not what that said. Never mind. Hold that thought. Gets the frame trap. Does he get the confirm this time? It looks like he will. What reset is he going to go for?
Don't say too early.
There you go. Fireball. Frame kills, and then just keeps on going for frame traps. I feel like Kingstonn has got the hang of this matchup.
Yeah, he's playing it pretty cautiously.
Getting the confirm this time, spending the super nice and early to make sure it doesn't get super scaled. It's not going to kill, though.
Obviously, Chip becomes a factor still.
Speaking of, perfected.
There we go.
That was kind of a doomed if you do, doomed if you don't moment. With that said, Kingstonn taking the first round very convincingly. I feel like Kingston's been labbing this matchup a little bit.
Believe in victory.
I will say that though, Gil struggled a lot events last dance he played
Yeah.
against. Sorry, I forgot the name of them.
not
And then he
just
came
that.
back and destroyed them.
If there's a player that you can kind of
Gil's
like,
Link, that's the name.
if there's a single player in this entire event who you can kind of think of as download complete, it's gonna be Gil or Ferry, honestly.
Probably.
They lose the first round, but they can bring it back.
goes.
I mean, we saw, was it Kingstonn? I think it was Kingstonn against TheoryFighter 2 events ago. And TheoryFighter brought it back from a very large deficit. Everyone's saying he was going to get 6-0'd and took a 3-0 back in
Yeah,
kind.
he got like 4 or 5 0'd and then came back and just won.
Swooped it, yeah.
Oh wait, no. Yeah.
The Lance definitely reset the bracket, I know that much.
Yeah. I remember watching.
With
'cause I
that
was on
said,
Sanyachan
neutral
with
skips
6-0.
with 6-6-H into the super. This is dead. Kingstonn putting us to match point.
Chicken stage, very scary option. It can be plus your space right, and if it hits, you just basically win the round.
Battle 2.
I mean, we
fair,
can go with nabbing this
so.
matchup. That could work.
Oh, good air to air. Ducks under, but no
Nice.
punish.
Good
You've got to be
protect
punished, honestly.
Kingstonn
Thanks,
being
that's
so
nice.
patient here. It's really good to see. Is he going to get thrown here? Yes, he is.
We know. He knows.
He knows.
Another
Getting
one.
SPD the second time. Can we see a third? Nah.
No, because-
He might be dead. Oh
You're
no,
using
goes to the
head
reset
control
instead.
down.
Trying to get that third one. Trying to show the commentators that love. That Ladiva juice.
If I have one critic about Gil, it's using his head
Wow.
that he knows
Kingstonn keeping a cool head and going for some really risky mix-ups whilst one touch from dead gets the universal overhead on the counter hit. Nah, drops the combo. Gets the late tech. One more touch can do it now though. Gets 2L out of the super. Is there
It's gonna hit! It's gonna hit!
This is dead.
It's another no commit option that
Yeah.
just kills you if you hits, but
Punishing Gil for his tendency to go for neutral jumps.
yeah.
Kingstonn.
Why are you there?
Honestly, this is the second time that's happened to Gil, but Kingstonn taking it all the way. Hot damn. Lancelot
Gil's gonna be
kind
happy
of
with the way that
stealing
ends.
that. Yeah, I mean, no one would be. And if there's any character that draws the ire of the community, it's one of Lancelot or Ferry, you know? I think those two are the
Yeah, Charlotta's got a few
the
too.
big ones. I know, but that's died down a little bit, I feel. I feel like people
just
day
not as
one
good.
thought that Charlotta was like the gremlin, and then like some Lancelot player discovered glue, started eating a little bit of that, and then all of a sudden everyone's like, oh no, never mind. Lancelot, you can hold this one real quick. But with that
It's gonna go
said,
dumb.
we're going to be going down into losers now, because we've seen that we're going to be seeing Rixta against Kingstonn. This is a matchup that we've seen a few times in the past for our winners finals. Now, just to make sure you're all aware, in winners finals, we're going to be, you know, and the top 3 of our tournament, the matches are going to be best of 5. With that said, going all the way to losers quarterfinals, we have Paddu against Kisaragi. Kisaragi being a phenomenally good Namaya player. I've heard that he might be playing Djeeta this tournament.
Djeeta, yeah, he said at the start of the stream that he was going to play Djeeta this tournament.
You know, what people say and what people do. So,
Well, I don't know. I think Jeeta's really strong. People have been sleeping on her a bit because she.
oh
seems
yeah, post-patch,
top
we're
4.
going to see. We're going to see. Post-patch, she could be, like, top character very easily.
But like, she lands one hit and she carries you like 6% of the screen without even using any X cooldown. It is pretty insane. But to be fair, I do have less experience with her
lord.
than pretty much anyone else in the game.
At Paddu and at Kisaragi.
Metera and Noai is definitely not a matchup you see very often. Like,
No? What's your thoughts on it? Because I'd genuinely be curious.
So it's hard to say because there's not many good Namayas out. Like when I first started playing, I was like every other game was Namaya, but it's not really a good reflection of matchup back then. Kisaragi I played a few times, and it's been pretty even. I think we've gone 1-1 in tournaments. She's got good answers with her like Misfiner. I forgot the actual name in this game. It beats fireballs. Round start's very good against Metera's 5H, etc. But yeah, I'm not really sure, honestly. So I'm really looking to see how Paddu approaches this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of if he's playing Djeeta or if he's playing Namaya, this should be an interesting one.
Oh,
Paddu,
Djeeta, right? Yeah.
yeah, Paddu is not a player that you can sleep on at all. But Kisaragi has surprised me every time that I've watched his matches for just how proficient he is with Namaya. And if that carries over to Djeeta as well, you know, Djeeta is, I think, pretty inarguably a better character than Namaya in their current states right now, so
I think that's fair, yeah.
it should be interesting. But you know, Kisaragi has hours upon hours of experience with Namaya, and the same cannot be said for her, well, for his 1 hour Djeeta, which is what we're going to be seeing. Let's go. I mean, the 1 hour Djeeta's got him this far, so
Yeah, I was going to say,
good,
like,
right?
what round is this? Losers quarters. It can't be too bad.
I mean, Djeeta, as
see
far
how it
as the
does
character goes, relatively simple. You know, a Shoto type character. Oh, gets the EX Fireball at the start of the round. Best run speed in the game. Goes for that throw. And that's the thing. A lot of the skills for Djeeta are actually transferable from Namaya. Namaya having really good buttons. Well, relatively good buttons. But the pressure's a lot more real with Djeeta. Both of them having great jump arcs, great run speeds, you know? They share a lot of strengths now that I think about it.
I'll take your word for it, because I honestly really don't know Djeeta too well.
Well,
So-
oh,
that's a
wow.
good answer.
Yeah, that is a
That
very
is
good
a
answer. You could have just taken the positional advantage, you know, keeping Metera in that corner with your far H, with the 2M, with really strong effective buttons like that. But
It can be hard to keep Metera in the corner, though. She does have good...
you can, but again, if you sit at mid-range, you can really kind of
Oh,
do it.
that's-
There, yeah,
So
cross-cut
one thing
DP.
Paddu does right, he just does one, like a normal jump into 2L, jump L, which basically force the opponent to block, but it's very good cross-up DP.
The butterfly disappeared just before that arrow hit, so... Kisaragi stealing his way out of the corner, but let's put you right back there. Why don't we?
Oh, no. Oh, it's blocked.
Blocks it, yeah. Doesn't end up committing to more of it. But gets back thrown into the corner. This is not looking pretty. Wow, this is... You can tell it's a 1 hour Djeeta, man. Everything is very messy right now. Getting thrown out of the forward roll. No throw inbound on that. Oh, damn. Right, there we go. Gets the spot dodge. And this should be the round.
Good answer, the super. Yeah.
You know, any 1 hour Djeeta can do the pretty basic confirms, you know. You got the anime... Wow, the Granblue BNB. 5H special, 5H special, 5H special, 5H super. Let's go, baby.
Straight in the corner from one fireball. That's how Djeeta plays.
Yeah, I mean,
And
look
now
at the run
taking
speed,
it straight
man.
to the other corner.
Look at the run
corner,
speed.
straight to the other. Like, look at this.
I mean, Djeeta run speed is so fast, and obviously with Wreckers and auto combo, you can genuinely drag a player so far with this character. Let's not even talk about anti-air confirms, where you can easily get 40-50% coverage. Into the corner, like for corner confirms.
Oh, that jump hit.
Nice. As he... No, it's the easy input, so... Not going to be much damage, but we are going to see the full animation.
Still some decent damage for the easy input.
Yeah, no, it's
not bad.
ridiculous. It really is.
Oh, the hop works. That's going to be the round.
Yeah, Paddu taking the first match. Hot damn. But again, you can't sleep on the fact that Kisaragi is, you know, for a 1 hour for a 1 hour Djeeta.
Oh, no, yeah, that's scary. Yeah.
Very scary.
Thought he might change character, but he's gone straight into rematch. Like, hit it even before Paddu did.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
He's pretty confident.
I love Djeeta so much. Like, it's the one character that makes me kind of want to drop Zeta for Djeeta and just solo main Djeeta.
Big. That's a big statement.
Yeah, a big statement for me. But with that said, like, I'm waiting for the patch to hit before dropping Catalina for Djeeta. Just because right now, Catalina's easily the best character in the game, in my opinion. In terms of matchup spread and ease of use, she really can't be matched. But, Paddu, you know, showing what happens when you're, you know, just picking up Djeeta on a whimsical note, you know?
It can get you quite far, but you're going against the best players, it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, when you're going against the top players on their main characters, you can get smoked. But with that said, dropping the combo again, a bit of inexperience getting shown.
It's going to cost. And it eats the mix-up.
Yeah, you're in the corner
against, just wasn't blocking low.
You're in the corner against Metera. That's just not where you want to be. Even if you have a DP, it doesn't matter. But that run speed, man! Fireball into just absolute
speed, just going. Just
she run though.
it's like,
look at her fucking go. With that said, getting hit by another super. Has Paddu even missed one?
Yeah.
In this match?
He missed one. Yeah, it was spot dodge, second round.
Ah. I remember. But with that said, TK Arrow into death. I didn't know TK Arrow was a thing. I didn't know it gave you loops, and that is so sick.
It's a really strong tool.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't aware of it, but it would beat so much, you know, throws, all sorts. That's
yeah, beats
a very
throws,
useful
it beats some
tool.
mashing too. Like,
especially lows as well, because it will low crush it.
Oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, even like low crushes like 5Ls and stuff. A lot of the time, like if you go for overhead, people would often press 5L, try and beat it. But TK arrows, like nah,
what an
mate.
absolute slaughter of a match. That was over so quickly. But one thing that wasn't was uneventful.
Yeah, it was entertaining. But there's a difference between a main and, you know, someone you just picked up a character.
Yeah, for sure. But, you know, to be honest, again, bringing it very close to someone who's got 1 hour of character experience.
Yeah, should be scary over time, obviously. If
I mean, it depends if he sticks with it, yeah. I mean, next match we could also be seeing Narmaya rising up because
Narmaya top tier.
If Narmaya gets
months ago.
I don't know. I'm still with the Ladiva Percival stonks and now Djeeta stonks. But
Narmaya Zeta is my turn.
Oh yes, no, Zeta's inarguable. The second those top 4 get brought down, Zeta's going to be shooting right up. With that said, though, the next losers match that we're going to be watching is Gillstolemyride versus Inahk. We should be, you know, very familiar with these players by now. Seen them a few times in this event. Cool.
Well, I've seen a lot of Ladivas for sure, at least. I think didn't kill once, but and he's still not in a room, so waiting.
Inahk, Gill.
Actually, the last game we saw of Inahk was against Ladiva as well, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Sure. Yeah. MsNabs, right?
Yeah, I think it might be MsNabs.
Commentators can't even remember it happened less than half an hour ago.
Well, to be fair, like, I was going to say something else, but to be fair, I'm an alcoholic, so my memory's just dead, so I've got an excuse. I was going to say, right?
Something of an excuse.
Yeah. Doesn't really count.
Doesn't really count.
No, like, there are so many Ladivas, it's hard to keep track of who's who.
That's fair. That's fair. That's a fair excuse.
That's a better excuse.
That one I
Let's
can
go
give
that
you. Oh, I'm scared, to take a look around the Discord. Yeah, E-tier players. So, no one believed me when I was on PS4 week 1, and I was sitting around A-rank, and I got matched against an E-rank player. No one believed me. They were trying to tell me, no, that's just a placement thing. I'm like, no, I got placed against an E player. And the worst part is that you win, you get nothing. You lose points. It's messed up.
Wait, you can get it in ranked? I
Yeah,
played a few in lobby. But...
No, I played him in ranked. I was just chilling in A-rank, and clearly there was no one on PS4, so it just threw me in with an E-rank player. The myth.
Who's that fun for?
I mean, no one. It was just a wash. But if I lost, bruh.
Just loot. You're down to C now. He goes up to B.
My God, a lot of people joining the server. Thank you to everyone for showing some support. Glad to see so many newcomers. And the events are just getting bigger and bigger, man. We're sitting around about 70 plus at the moment.
Nice.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The one thing that I'm missing, guys, for Twitch partnership right now is 75 average viewers. So if we keep this up, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
A bit more. Just
a bit more.
A bit more.
But with that said, the growth has been absolutely phenomenal from you guys. The support from all of the Granblue community has been absolutely crazy. That's why I've been keeping up the grind. I've been helping out with other events. I've been, pushing this one as hard as I can. I've got a few projects on the way. I'm going to let you guys in on a couple of footnotes, and I believe Gil's also going to come in and give us a little bit. Basically, there's a lot going on with the Granblue community, and I love you guys so much, and that's why I'm willing to do everything that I can to keep this train going. With that said, keeping those trains going. Wow, maybe EU Granblue. FGC as a whole, not even close, man. We got people like Gil even giving me a run for my money. With that said, Gil against the Inahk. I have to switch them around, and they're on the wrong seats. Professionals, but
every time on the wrong seats.
Given the streamer mix-up, But with that said,
oh, the lariat lands.
Yeah, just lariat landing, taking all the way to the corner.
Right to the corner.
And now just throwing that far M. You're not the only one with good mid-range buttons, but the special cancels from Ladiva, nowhere near as threatening. And, they don't
what was that?
keep you in turn. 5U. Random ass 5U.
Why? Why was that? Let's just say. That's going to be round.
Bonk,
wait, he didn't go for super.
Oh, drops it.
Dropped a combo.
Yeah.
But
drops the bombo, but who cares?
Inahk was not mashing a reversal.
If they die, it's called a reset. Right?
The unnecessary reset would have killed.
Man, that pressure from Inahk was phenomenal. That's the kind of stuff that terrifies me. Dealing with players like that in the future is going to be so rough. You basically have to call it out with a neutral jump or a spot dodge to stop that guy from getting the 3 special cancels. But, if he whiffs it in neutral like that, that can help. That can work. We can run with those.
Another answer though is EX fireballs if you've got one. Obviously Ladiva does not have those.
Ladiva does not have those. But with that said, Ladiva tools. Ladiva showing us the tools that she does have to great effect right now.
You gotta block this mix up. Inahk finds his way back out. Fireball pressure cancels.
Universal overhead is pretty reactable, so yeah, it's fine in the spending one. Oh wow, we had cancel into SPD there. SPD on cooldown. No, was that? Yeah, no, it was SPD. Okay.
Oh, that could have been super. Super would finish this. Why is Gil not doing it? I'm surprised. Normally he's very, very strong at supering straight through fireballs.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Whiffing the 5U and he dies twice for that now.
Again?
Yeah.
Is he just not dashing in far enough? Is there another option on?
No, he wasn't dashing in far enough. Both times. I mean, they buffed the hitbox on that. But not that much.
not that much. That would be pretty insane.
And it's weird though. Inahk, generally speaking, is a player that tends to go for that 5U a little bit more than I'm accustomed to seeing. It's one of the tools in the game. Like there are a few notable tools that have really questionable usability, and Percival's 5U definitely is that. And he doesn't really need it to have a complete toolkit either.
No, it is such a strong option because A lot of his options, like his pressure is not scary without it. You can just block all day.
I don't know about
Obviously,
that.
depending on the character. But, like, personally, at least in the Metera matchup, I find myself being able to just block and just EX Fireball at the right times. But like with 5U, it changes completely because he can combo into super. It can be so damaging. Like, it adds so much to his kit. Even if it's not the best tool, like compared to other command grabs.
And again, I'm not so much talking about the reward of getting the 5U, so much as the usability of the tool itself.
I mean, you got like things like dash off into it because of
yeah, which
option.
again, they're not that consistent
gimmick.
because the range on it isn't that great, the startup on it isn't that great, the recovery on it's really punishable. That's what I'm saying. The usability of it isn't great. I'm not saying the actual, you know, the reward from it isn't great, but it's just the usability.
I'd say it's a good option after like because you can get plus frames right from his dashings, like the not overhead option, but the one where he slams the sword in your head. You can get big plus frames on that, which leaves you in command throw range.
Yeah, it's an RPS situation or a mix-up situation. Cool. But with that said, concentrating more on the match at hand right now, we have Gil against Inahk right now.
Sorry about that.
And Inahk has been pretty damn controlling, but he hasn't managed to get any like meaningful pressure going on. And every time that Gil's got a touch, it's been explosive.
I mean, one thing he's doing wrong is blocking those lariats high. Like,
yeah, no, you can't be doing that.
There's no need to be blocking high at distance. Obviously, if you're buffering something, it can happen, but it's happened quite a few times.
That pressure is so intense. With how good 5U is now from Percival, it's a real option after the plus frames. It means you've really got to watch your toes pretty much at all distances, at all times. But with that said, you're in the corner now against Ladiva. This is not what you want to be. Getting the meaty set up into the combo. This is going to be dead, but it's going to be close. One more touch will do it.
We'll see how he can get. Oh, that is more damage than I expected.
There you go.
Bashing out though, but ooh,
2M.
dashes straight into that.
Gil taking a really fast 2-0. Inahk out of the tournament. You know, one Ladiva too many.
Still got. Is he still the last Ladiva?
Let's go and have a look. So Gil, yes.
I think we checked out. Yeah. Okay, I was just double checking.
Paddu against Gil now. We're going to be going straight into loser semi-finals because that's the way I like to run things. But with that said, this is going to be our first. No, it isn't. This is still a best of 3. Paddu.
So, I mentioned Paddu's played. Yeah, I was going to say, like, Paddu's played a lot since against Rixta earlier, but he's also played a lot against Gil because they're like the 3 that actually play ranked online, SS rank. So, Gil says, personally believes it is Metera, Ladiva favoured, which is quite a controversial opinion, honestly. Most people think,
yeah, see,
oh, look, it's a grappler versus owner.
Yeah, but again, a lot of the situations that are going on with Metera is that she doesn't necessarily... Like, I feel like all the zoners in this game, they basically zone as a supplement to running their offense.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I was going to say, like, my biggest problem playing Metera was trying to play as a zoner, because she's not a zoner.
No, she really isn't.
She's a rushdown character that can sometimes annoy you by poking you in the face with arrows.
Yeah, but she can sometimes say, come here, come to me, you know?
Yeah. She can set up situations which allows the pressure to get started properly. That's mainly what her tools are for. But, well, I mean, this matchup's just explosive either way, honestly, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the only reason I think you could argue that this matchup favors Ladiva, is that when each of these characters get a hit, it does a lot of damage. But with Ladiva, you're genuinely looking at two-touch situations against a character like Metera. Whereas Metera, she definitely has to win neutral and win RPS / mix-ups more frequently than Ladiva to make it work. But both the characters struggle on defense against one another, and if one of them gets their game plan going, I feel like it can be over just like that. But I would also say that Ladiva has to not necessarily work harder, because if she gets that one hit, she's in. She gets to run her game plan. So Metera has to work harder, but she has way more opportunities to get that offense started as opposed to Ladiva, where it's basically just, do you get EX Lariat or do you call out a mistake on the part of the Metera?
So one big thing that Ladiva has is a anti-fireball super. Once Ladiva has that, the matchup changes. You can't zone anymore. Like, you can throw out occasional arrows if you think they're not expecting it, but it's very, very
TK
risky.
arrow as well would probably be relatively good.
Nope, it beats it.
Well, it depends on how high you go with it, because you were saying the other one earlier was a TK arrow, even though it wasn't.
Yeah,
jump
okay,
arrow.
yes.
But, so jump 214H beats it, or 236H, pardon.
But in that case, he can just wait, delay it, and you'll catch it coming down.
I mean, true, but it's not like you have to commit to 236H and Metera being a character that can have a lot of ways to alter her movement.
Oh, right. But like, yeah. But
yeah, you'd be throwing out neutral jump scouting, you know? You're not necessarily just gonna jump up an arrow.
I do. That's why I died. Like, I can't help it. Like, if I'm jumping, I just want to be throwing stuff out. I'm pretty impatient like that. But the thing is, Paddu doesn't even try to play as a zoner, right? He just wants to get in your face anyway. So all this is kind of irrelevant. He's like the most aggressive Metera I've seen.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like that's exactly how you're supposed to play this character. I feel like it's a perfect indictment of the correct way to play this character.
Obviously, yep. But I think in this matchup, you should rely on zoning a bit.
It's one of the few where you can actually just sit around saying, you know, you've got to come to me. You don't have any fireball tools. You don't have anything to deal with this. You got to come here. You got to run me down. There are very few characters where you can really run that gameplay, but this is definitely one of them. And we've seen this matchup already, Paddu, earlier in the event, playing against, was it TheoryFighter? It was someone.
It was one of the Ladivas.
It was one of the many Ladivas. And with that said, Paddu getting his offense started really early, getting the air reset, but gets hit by the JU.
Jump out. Good on
now you gotta hold this.
Here comes the headbutt pressure.
Super is available.
That's a hard knockdown, but Paddu just jumps out.
Reversals are available for both players now.
Like
Whiffing a lot of
obviously baiting it by health. Yeah. Use it to bait.
The super, yeah.
It doesn't normally work, but it sometimes does. But that's just a lot of damage.
It usually does work because the ranges that Gil was standing at, you actually recover from the fire rail quick enough that you can spot dodge and get a free punish on Ladiva super. But with that said, one touch for either player is going to do it, and Ladiva does not have super but gets the EX Lariat. Oh damn! I will say that.
Yeah, just clarify earlier.
Okay. Carry on.
No.
Well, basically, something that I've noticed with Paddu is that when he's sitting at a certain range, he gets hit by like Gran, EX Boo, Ladiva, EX Lariat, stuff like that very consistently, where he's sitting at the corner and he thinks he's safe because they're far away, but then they just throw out their Runga move and he gets caught by it. It's cost him his life a few times in tournament over the past week.
I'll keep an eye out for that. I hadn't noticed it personally. Oh, just runs into the boot. That's bad for your health. Here comes a mix-up. Good jump over. Escapes the corner. Ladiva 2H not quite hitting.
Another example of Paddu getting hit by neutral skips, you know? It's one of the
But there we go. We have
gaps
the
in
pop over the command throw.
And damn, spending the super. That's ballsy.
Yeah.
But when you have this much health, you know, one touch is going to kill you anyway, so might as well get all the juice you can.
But at least a butterfly setup as well in the corner, which is useful.
Exactly what you want. Just poking at his feet.
Keep in place.
Nice.
Oh, no.
Gets the butterfly. You can't spot dodge against Metera, really.
Forward roll would have worked, weirdly.
Yeah, it can't always work.
Punish.
But in that specific situation, definitely would.
Yeah. It's a risk, but you know, you got to make a risk sometimes.
Especially as a character like Ladiva. You got to take those risks, but if you're willing to take those risks and it succeeds even once, you can be looking at a very different matchup.
Here comes butterfly setup. Oh, 2U. That's it. That's a risk.
That's set point right now, but Metera's finally in this corner. Well, never mind.
Ooh, just runs out.
Gets the butt bounce, and now you're sitting in the corner yourself.
No butterfly though, but it's still gonna hurt.
Yeah, and you'll be able to set up butterflies again. No, never mind. Getting hit by the jump JU again, and now it's anyone's game again. I love the use of Firelight from Paddu right now. There you go. Good response, and now one touch will do it.
No, it's not quite. Nothing. I mean, it's big touch to do, I guess.
Yeah, for Ladiva.
But it's tough here.
For sure. I mean, you're at chip point. This is not where you want to be. Oh, never mind. Now you're at chip point. Hot damn.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah, it goes to Yellow Lariat. You can't blame him at that point.
You have to. With that said, Paddu taking the first round.
Quick game there.
I mean, no one could understand that pain better than a Ladiva player, but sometimes you just got to. You know it's not going to work. You know you're just going to die. But you just got to throw the lariat.
Just do it.
Well, sometimes they hit.
Just right a lariat.
Sometimes they hit, and no player, knows it better than a Ladiva player. What comes next? What comes next is not pretty, man.
Good dodge there. Oh, that can be punished on reaction. That Arrow Rain has so much recovery and delay before it hits.
Oh wow! Great you coming here. And instead, hot. Damn! What a goddamn conversion.
Yeah, it's not bad. Definitely not bad.
I was expecting it to be like, you're in the corner, now you're screwed, but no, you're dead.
Just dead. Yeah, you just lose.
I mean, some people would argue that that's more screwed than being in the corner against the Diva, but personally, on a personal note, I'd feel way more screwed being in the corner than dead.
And then you have the psychological damage too, as well.
Yeah, I mean, talking of, you're in the corner, you've just been SBD'd. There is no worse position.
You can't jump that. This is bad.
Yeah, super. Oh, no, you don't have super. You have a long way to go to super. This is not pretty. That's
not gonna work. That's not
yeah, no info on.
Paddu's fighting for life right now.
It really is.
Takes the overhead.
Good defense coming from Paddu there, though. Not getting opened up. Yeah. Punishing the universal overhead. Goes straight into super. Cashing out whilst he can. Never mind. No, gonna get nothing.
No, I was going to say, I've never seen that conversion before. But
yeah, me neither. But, I believe in Paddu. He had his stuff down, But no super available for Ladiva, so you're pretty much free to just run your zoning game plan until you get hit by EX Lariat. Sometimes you just gotta throw him, and again, Paddu getting hit by the neutral skip.
Paddu got hit not hopping back, but I'm not sure why he
was. I mean, he usually gets hit by, neutral jumping or hopping back. He gets hit by those EX Lariats, EX Boots, and those are not the, initial hits that you want to get hit by, because they're going to hurt.
The thing is, he's been free just throughout more 5Hs. Gil's not rolling through them at all. That's normally the best answer.
The thing is that Gil went for roll there into the EX Lariat, so...
okay. So you got more observant commentators than myself.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, good low.
I sit around watching Granblue, bro. That's kind of my life. But with that said, universal overhead gets the counter hit, but no confirm. And now you're getting the loops. Never mind, drops it.
No, it was too high. I think it can be very hard to confirm off that high.
Lord Venom, more like dark.
Here we go. Here we go. We're getting to get the butterfly set up.
Oh, nice. Gotta hold this, blocking the lows. I've seen Gil upload videos of him blocking Metera, as if he's invoking Goichi's energy, but not in very Goichi fashion. Spot dodges onto the media arrow.
Yeah. Roll would have worked, obviously, but
Goichi would have blocked that.
Throwing up the low. I had throwing up more slow fibers now.
Gets hit by the forward roll with a 623N, I believe that is.
Yeah, that's the best answer to it. Lariat lands again, though. Gil's been on
point. Gets you into the SBD. Gonna take the side switch here? No, just go same side. Not using the block button. And you're gonna get punished for it.
Don't need them in the corner if you can kill the mid-screen.
Yeah, you don't want to jump on the Diva.
Dead. Oh,
no, you're in the corner now. Brilliant. This is what you want. Gonna get EX butterfly set up.
Paddu is what you want.
Oh, yeah. Definitely not what you want as Gil. And gets hit by the multi-hit overhead. One more touch will do it, but the super comes out. Carro's Gil keeping himself alive, and we're now at set point. Holy hell.
A lot of Paddu's pressure is safe jumps, and obviously the command throw beats that.
Yeah, command throw smokes those.
Good option there.
Good awareness, and gets the EX. I mean, we've seen that a couple of times, It's been working out, more often than not. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's scary how well it lands.
Oh, gets this walk under there. That's pretty sweet, but...
I've never seen that. Good option there by Gil. Doesn't go for the head reception light pressure, but Paddu gets out. Lands a jump in.
Now you got to hold
butterfly
this.
Set up.
Oh, the might. Oh. That's not what you want to see. Confirming straight into the super. That isn't dead. No, it's not.
No, it's not. I think he could have killed if he triggered the butterfly.
Yeah. But the 5H. Hail Mary Lariat can only take you so far, and Paddu knocking Gil out of the tournament. What a wonderful showing by Gil, though, honestly. Showing us just how interesting and close this matchup can get. Both players undoubtedly sweating right now.
It's definitely a nerve-wracking thing to play. Like if you get one touch, like, oh shit, I'm dead. To put it lightly. But yeah,
you gotta love it though. At least I do. Maybe I'm a sadist. I love that matchup.
I love playing that matchup. Like
I don't play it. I just get to watch it, so I get to enjoy it. But
Yeah, it's definitely more scary as a player.
Rixta Kingstonn.
Rixta Kingstonn? Ooh.
And now, if there's one character other than Charlotta that Rixta likes to complain about, it's Lancelot.
To be fair,
Now-
everyone likes to play like Lancelot.
That's very
It's
true.
not a Rixta thing.
It's not just a Rixta thing. With that said, though, this is a top 3, so this set is going to be a best of 5.
Winners finals? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is good.
So, how are you guys enjoying the stream so far, everyone? This has been a really great event so far. IMO, you know. I'm a bit biased because I'm the TO, but so far this has been one of my favourite events so far.
No, we've had some great matches so far. Like, I don't think we've had any bad matches, I'd say. Like,
No worries, Rix, to take your time. I'll try and get a bit of a rapport with the chat, you know?
I think the only thing we're missing now is character variety that's not Ladiva, personally.
I mean, yeah, true.
It's the one thing.
The thing is that we say that, but the character that is the least represented in EU right now is Catalina. So, are you really saying you want more Catalina? Is that is that what I'm hearing from you right now?
No.
Because you know I'm up for that.
We definitely do have a few Catalinas, but they just don't seem to join tournaments. It's a bit weird.
I mean, no. Even then, if I think about all of the characters collectively, they're really. I think the least represented character in the EU is Catalina. We have Aixi, Sumpfaug, Critical, and a couple others that come to mind.
Yeah.
But that's it, really.
I know another one or two. But you said it, but like I can't even name that many grands. Like,
Oh, that's true, Benners. Never mind. No, you got a point there, Benners. But the thing is that
Vaseraga, right?
No, Soris players.
Oh.
With
Soris,
Soris,
right.
it's hard to
But
say
that
because
doesn't
there are a
count,
lot of
because Soris is
Soris
just
players.
like that.
People stand Soris, like they were hyping him up so much. I personally didn't, I wasn't that hyped. But there are a lot of Soris players. There just aren't a lot of good Soris players.
It's impossible to be good with Soris, I would say.
Yeah, it's not impossible, but it's definitely more of a trek than a lot of the other characters in this game.
It's a struggle.
We see good Lowain players, they exist. I'm sure we're gonna
Lowain
in
has
time
good
see some
gimmicks,
good
at least.
good Soris. Yeah, that's very true.
Soris has nothing. Like, his pressure, like, he seems like to be a pressure character, right? But when he's like Death
He's
Punch
not,
hits you,
yeah.
it knocks you out of range.
That's the big problem with him, right? The character's missing fundamental tools, like no reliable reversal, no options to deal with fireballs, stuff like that. And then you would think that they'd supplement that with above average pressure, so that once he gets in, he gets to hold that. But no, all of his pressure is pretty much just mids into pushing you away.
Yeah,
I feel that's his
really
biggest
weird.
issue. Yeah, it is.
He doesn't even have good damage to back it up. Like,
Yeah,
that's
no,
another
he
thing.
doesn't have very
I mean,
many
it's
juggle
because he's
states in
lacking.
mid-screen as well. So it's hard for him to
Mid-screen,
get
he's got
good
nothing.
damage.
It's just...
Yeah. His
And he
anti-airs
had
aren't even
probably
that
the
good
worst.
as well. So...
Oh no, that's I'm not even touching on that. That's just awful. I was trying to learn Soris when he came out, and I just had such a bad time trying to 2H stuff.
Soris does
It
have
is-
damage. Every character in this game has damage, but accessing Soris' damage is a lot harder than a lot of other characters in the cast. And usually when you have characters without reversals and without fireball game, kind of similar to, the other slow characters like the Diva, they usually have that made up for with good mid-screen confirms. But Soris
Yeah,
really doesn't
absolutely.
have those.
Vaseraga's got that too, but not Soris.
Yeah, but
I'd say Soris is
know,
faster, but
Vaseraga
not
has a
enough.
fireball. Technically he has a fireball. Whereas Soros doesn't even have that, But with that said, ignoring that, getting right back into the actual matchup, which is Lancelot versus Ferry, not matchup for the worst character in the game. With that said, EX Beppo coming out here. That was unexpected. It's hard to get Beppo to connect on ranges like that, but then the extended hurt box from Lancelot's button there.
Beat Ferry's poke. Gets full record.
Oh no.
Oh, was a
Max
range.
range button, yeah.
Oh no. Is this
Not
going to be
dead.
around?
No, Kingstonn doing his famous drop from 6-6-H. We've seen it a few times this event, and it's, costed him.
Unfortunate. I mean, it's
See
going
if it
to
costs him
be
again.
a long way back for Rixta this round, but...
Oh, gets hit by EX Fireball.
Eating a fireball.
Oh, wow. Was that 2L or a 2M? Beating out the...
Oof.
That's a lot there.
I don't know,
Supers?
but...
Wow! Straight through the
What?
whip. I mean, I'm not sure if
Very
Kingstonn's
deserved it.
spatial
I'm happy
awareness...
with
I mean, I'm not sure if Kingston's spatial awareness has been, like, phenomenal, or if he's just happening to land everything at the absolute maximum range. But, you know, as a result of him hitting everything at the max range, he's got the first round.
Oh, that DP hits. Nice. Gets jumped in now, though. But Ferry lands to you into safe jump.
Ah, gets the neutral skip.
Gorilla Blade straight in. Wrecker pressure. Rixta just blocking it, pushing back out, and DP again.
He has
That's
really
such
good
a hitbox on that.
I mean, yeah, but he has really good reactions as well. I mean, he's not DPing situations where Kingstonn can go straight for fastfall, but he's doing it every time that Kingstonn's in a position where he's just, you know, gonna eat that.
Guaranteed, yeah.
But with that said, EX Fireball, you got to take the mix up now.
Oh,
the most interesting shimmies I've ever seen in my life, but this is a pretty insurmountable health lead right now.
That's not insurmountable for a Ferry.
I don't know, Ferry.
Can do this.
Yeah, no.
But
668. If you're thinking that Ferry's gonna get that hit, you're thinking that Ferry's gonna get to play neutral? Hell nah, bro.
Oh, I didn't expect it, but I'm saying, you know, if he lands it.
I think, in all honesty, that's the most messed up thing about this matchup for Ferry. It's just that her entire game plan is basically winning neutral and then running her offense, right? But it's very hard to win neutral against a character that's entire being
skips neutral.
Is basically just, I will not play neutral. But speaking of EX Fireball getting punished by the Vine Whip, we saw this last event. It's being like a staple round opening for Rixta. Is jump back into Vine Whip to beat out EX Fireball at round start.
Yeah,
again, a player like Rixta, he has the awareness, but all the awareness in the world is not going to help you with this messed up matchup. Which, you know, is what's interesting about Ferry is that she loses to the top 4 characters pretty badly, but
she beats
in
everyone
turn,
else even
yeah,
harder.
she beats everyone even harder than they do. So her matchup spread is very polarizing.
That's why you see Ferry players complaining, which is something you don't really understand if you play one of the
I mean,
characters.
Rixta's the down player, man. He's the #1 Ferry down player, but
I think Leffen you could put him in B tier or something stupid, but.
Nah, well, I don't know, man. Leffen isn't out there as much down playing Ferry, but Rixta's been calming down lately. I feel like his takes on Ferry have been very in line with the truth. Yeah. And with that said, you know, Kingstonn pretty much out here showing us why he's been downplaying Ferry all these years. Feels like years, but it's only been like 2 months. Oh wow, what an anti-air confirm. It's really hard to anti-air Ferry.
Oh, drop side, but very good. Perfectly placed Wrecker.
This is not looking pretty. Rixta might have cracked.
No, you just...
Oh, gets to you.
good to you.
Another to you. You gotta watch your toes, man.
Alright, what's setup? There is no setup.
And he's standing in the ranges where Lancelot can't get out of the corner and you're not watching your toes. You're getting hit by a 2U into the close heavy. This is gonna be dead, but you gotta hold this setup.
I mean, it's a solid bit of damage.
No, backdashing. There's no windroll in this game, and Kingstonn claims yet another life to SSBA.
And you can't criticise him because it's a safe option. Just gotta throw it out sometimes.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could have eaten a EXCP there, like, but Rixta happened to go for backdash. Oh, I've got it set to first to 2. My bad. But they can go again.
Yep, one. Oh, we got a side switch request. Rixta wants to play on the left. You're going to switch sides? Yes.
I'm not sure why, but, you know, you requested, the other person obliged, so no issues on my end.
Rixta mentioned before, like, he normally loses if he's on the right, I think.
Really?
So it might be a psychological thing.
Yeah, the Sonic Fox tech.
So, you know, if you're in tournament versus Rixta, just sit on the left stride immediately. And like, nah, I'm not moving.
I mean, technically, Rixta could, you know, basically the way that I run it is that in the brackets, the person on the top is 1p, the person on the bottom is 2p, but no one pays attention, apparently.
I did, like, once.
What a hero, man. You're the real MVP.
Yeah,
with that said, Lancelot with the plus frames on that gorilla charge. Now you gotta hold this mix up.
Yes, plus frames on everything, not just that. But, oh, there was a gap there though. Rip's taking the side switch.
I'm not gonna lie, Nabs, I think we're frowned upon as weirdos, but I also prefer the 2p side.
Oh, that is a controversial opinion, I'll be honest.
No, I don't know why, but I end up practicing more on 2P side.
Oh, good DP. Here comes. You just gotta beat this.
Oh, damn, yeah. That ain't pretty.
You tried to jump out, can't do that. You just gotta just block, be patient, and hope you guess right 4 times.
But at the same time, it's good to see Rixta showing us some life. We got a set on our hands.
Oh yeah, sure, for sure.
Down
Ooh,
hit
that's
with the
good.
jumping. Pulls him in. The big adaptation that we're seeing right now is that Rixta is running his offense a lot more frequently as opposed to trying to win neutral situations against Lancelot, I feel like Rixta has turned on the gas. We're seeing a lot of jumping, we're seeing... Oh?
The jump backs as well.
Yeah.
There's been jump air to air has been a good option.
Also, can we talk about how on point this outfit is for Ferry, real quick?
I don't know, it's pay to win. I'm not sure I endorse it.
I don't know, man. Granblue can have all my money. Give me an ultimate costume for Zeta. I'll pay you whatever you want, man. I've been chilling your game from the start, but you give me Dark Zeta, I'll give you 100 quid on the spot.
Wow, it's just something about gacha players, man. It's just something else. But right now,
spot dodge. Bad SSBA, but it's relatively safe.
Oh, clash!
Wow, that clash doesn't favour Ferry, but go for the DP. That's one touch.
It's fireball, just jumps over. Oh, the air to...
A weird air-to-air clash, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to see who won there. I was like, wait, what?
I mean,
it looked like Ferry got hit out.
There are those situations all the time, right? Where I'm playing the game, I know I have a sizable health lead, but then, and like they're one touch from dead, I get like a trade with them, and then I'm sitting there panicking, like, did I just die? And I'm like, wait, no, of course not. But you still see that, and you can't help but panic, man.
Exactly the same just happened to me earlier. Kingstonn plus blade from that. Plus frame from records because of course they get plus frames from space, right? He needs it. Throws out the GG. Good jump back. Doesn't want to beat that mix up. And resets the full screen.
You're seeing a lot of run forwards coming out from Rixta right now. Again, just cementing the fact that he is going on the aggressive. He is not wanting to let Lancelot get exactly that situation. Where he's sitting... Basically, I feel like he's walking forward to a space where it's risky for Lancelot to go for 6-6H, as opposed to where he was before, where he could literally just throw it out. Get those plus frames and...
Oh no.
Beppo not working out, and now you're in the corner. This is pretty much worst case scenario. And never mind. That was worst case scenario, but gets away with his life somehow.
You can drop it again? Well, that's a good answer. Yeah, you can't just throw that out. I was thinking that would work, but...
Next round, guys.
Was that a mistake by Riggs, did you think? Or did he mean to throw that out? Because special decision. Maybe he just hadn't tested the super interaction.
Nice.
Oh,
EX
got some lands on the fireball.
Yeah.
Not
I mean,
where you
using
want
the
to
chat? Never mind. I'm not going to expose him like that. Don't worry about it. EX Beppo putting us back to mid-screen.
Ghost cat lands on your head. Is it a cat? I'm not really sure what the hell it is.
Yeah, Djeeta's a cat, dog, who cares, bro? I'd say it's a cat. It's a cat, it's a rabbit, I don't really care. It's GG.
GG. Oh, corner's not where you want to be. What's
At the end of the day, it's an
5H, 5H,
aberration,
5H.
Yeah, you know, why not? Close heavy's good. Plus free.
Pretty good.
Gotta hold that.
Oh, good hit.
April patch is coming for your close heavy, but in the meantime, you've still got the anime mix-ups to play with. Wow. Opting to go for a reset there. Getting hit by 6-6H and...
oh no, here comes Super. This is going to hurt.
Yeah, this isn't dead, but...
Insult's climbed out.
One more touch is going to do it, and you don't have insult to allow anymore. There you go. Jump up, Beppo. Get back down here.
Oh, it's got to be a setup to avoid that. The last player's line of safe jumps.
Battle 3, engage.
Oh, nice. 5H.
Good round start.
Straight into the 236H. Now taking Lance all the way to the corner, but again, this is the range where Lancelot will be looking for that goddamn Gorilla Slash, but Rex are doing a great job.
Doesn't draw him in, though.
Away from it, yeah. I mean, you don't really want to at the end of the day.
The mix-up's still nice, though, right?
Oh, baits the Beppo.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, this is why it's really rough for Ferry in situations like that to go for Beppo. It's got really good vertical range, but the horizontal range is not that great for dealing with mid-range people. And as a result of your buttons being slower than other characters, you know, because of their range, it's also pretty rough to just sit around on this mid screen. But there you go.
It works this time.
Yeah, I mean, when you're touching her, you know, giving her a little kiss, Beppo's gonna give you a kiss right back. But Kingstonn taking the 3-1, putting Rixta down into losers bracket. This is why he complains about Lancelot, boys. It's a very hard matchup to deal with. With that said, the rest of the tournament is top 3, right? I set that up correctly, unless I'm mistaken. Let's go.
Yeah, top 3. Wait,
so
no,
yeah.
top 4. Wait, now I got Paddu, Gil.
No,
and
losers
then winner of
semis.
that plays Rixta.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So yeah, this one's
Paddu, Gil now. Winner plays
change it.
Rixta.
No, Paddu Gil's happened. They just haven't reported their match.
Oh.
That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, I was right.
Okay. I'm just...
Yeah, but don't worry.
you know.
They were running the mix-up on us. They
Memory's
were getting us a bit confused.
Unseeable mix-up. Yeah, Kingstonn showing why he's playing Lance and not Suarez. I'd say that's fair. His Lance is really scary. Like, what happened to actually? What happened to the other Lance I mentioned earlier? I'm curious.
There's quite a lot of them in the bracket, but a lot of them got smoked.
Lost.
Have a little
They
look.
lost to Gil.
No surprises there.
Wait, no, that was winner side. Loser side. It was Link.
Any Discord link to participate in this? Yeah, sure. If you type in ! commands, there's pretty much everything you could want listed in there, if I'm honest. But specifically, there's !Discord. And I'll have more information posted tomorrow morning about the sign-ups for the next event.
Yeah, I was looking
It is best of 5, the next one.
Lance, I said, might win the tournament. They lost to Nabs, actually. So they lost to two Ladivas, Gil and Nabs.
Gonna be Rixta
Maybe,
against... who won that? Was it Paddu or Gil?
Don't ask me. Don't put me on the spot. Don't put me on the spot.
I mean, people need to report their matches, man.
Yeah, just blame them.
I mean, yeah, it's not my faulty 2-bit memory. Paddu won, okay.
Yeah.
So we're going to be seeing Paddu against Rick.
I'm just going to double check before I say something because I might be wrong again. Okay, yeah, these two did play earlier in the bracket. Rixta came out on top 2-0.
You could stop spectating for a second so I can make a best of 5.
Oh, sorry.
Don't worry.
One sec. There we go.
There we go.
Alright, so Paddu's getting his run back against Rixta. See if he does better this time.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely not, you know, the easiest matchup, and it's not the easiest matchup for players, you know. Beating Rixta is not easy, but we've just seen someone who did it pretty handily. Handily, pardon.
Yeah, but, you know, that's a character that can get in the face, which is where Ferry struggles. I see Metera can get in as well, but not quite the same.
Believe in victory.
Yeah, they're every Friday night. Same time every Friday. I'm going to be running these for pretty much the foreseeable future. I also run X-Out events every Sunday, so if you're interested in that, come and check that out as well.
Ooh, DP. Brave
There
choice.
you go. Wait,
Runs into jump up.
did you see the EX Beppo perform? What time is it right now?
77.
Yeah, you're 3 seconds ahead of me. Oh well. We can...
Alright, shut up. It's your round.
Nah. You... Ah, yeah, whatever, okay. Well, either way, there's not much to talk about with this round, you know? It's over relatively quickly.
It's a Ferry round.
Yeah, Wolfblade X, thank you
Like,
for the follow.
You can get her.
Talking to Rixta about this, and said, like, there's always a Ferry round. Like, no matter what the result is, there's always one round that Ferry wins. Just basically perfect.
Not only are you guys not seeing gameplay, I'm seeing gameplay 3 seconds below you, so, you know. Top 3, this is where the technical errors are starting to come in. Simon, thank you for the follow as well. Universal overhead counter hit, that's going to be the 2U. Into the setup. Metera, just going to jump out of that, though. Over this character. We love Kisaragi, I'm not going to lie. You were showing off how fast Djeeta can run, and it was shocking. That character's got legs, man. With that said, getting the jump in, this is exactly what you want as Metera. Spending the super nice and early, you've really got to make this next mix-up work. Goes for the EX butterfly, goes for the lows. Yeah, that wasn't. He could have gotten out of that. Oh, Momo getting spent. But oh no, neither character has super available. Going for the overhead. They have to hold all of this pressure. Oh wow, bad DP. Predicting a jump in there.
Yeah, Rixta getting a bit fortunate.
Pull in. Just trying to keep it plus, trying to keep it safe. Because one touch for either character could be the end of it here. Nice. Good neutral control coming out from Paddu, but gets hit by the whip. Oh, what you want to see? Nice. Good anti-air. Is that going to be it? No. Drops the confirm. Damn. That would have been awkward.
Was really hard.
Yeah, for sure. But we're seeing second super for both characters at this point. It's rare that you see it, but in a matchup like this, you know. Gets hit by 236. I mean, as far as we know, 3 seconds in the future, either one of those players could have died, man.
King Crimson straight to the end.
Oh, gets hit by the overhead again. Not many throws coming out, but you know, characters with ranges as far as these doesn't really surprise anyone. Putting him in, gonna take the mix up, gets hit by the low. Regular Beppa, now you're just keeping the pressure. That was a bad special cancel into 14x. But both players being very respectful here, you know? But being respectful is paid off in Rixta's favor because that should be the end of the round. Rixta taking the first one.
Over.
Oh no.
There's another Ferry round.
If you guys are listening to stream, yeah, no, never mind. We're going to be stuck with the 3-second desync.
Can we do that? Are you still desynced? I'm at time like 96, 95.
95.
94.
It's fixed.
Okay, yeah. That normally happens.
Baby, we're back. Let's go.
We are commentating as two again. And we got Paddu under pressure here. Shimmies, but doesn't get proper punish. Here we go.
Nice, good
Butterfly setup time. Safe jump. Oh, rolls out.
Terra combos are so cool, but Rixta calling out the gap in the pressure.
Yes, definitely a good answer.
Nice, good EX
I'm not sure what
dog as well.
See, one thing Rixta says is you can react to GG setups, right? But
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone do it.
No, I've
Like,
seen lots
in
of
the
players
game.
do it. Sunfalg is a great example. You have to be looking for it, and you have to know, you know, when she'd be liable to go for it. It's kind of a situation, if your mental stack is ready for it, you can definitely react to Beppa calls. GG calls, pardon.
I can't even do it in training, so I'm not sure I believe.
Oh,
but
damn.
Maybe I'm just old.
It's definitely doable. If you watch...
But the thing is, the animation is very similar to the whip thing, because you both reach into a pocket sort of thing to do it. So if you're reacting to like any special animation, it's doable, but trying to react to a specific one is a lot harder.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, keeping someone's mental stack in check is kind of a really important thing. Especially for players like Rixta, who are very conditioning heavy.
Can't just throw out stuff like that.
It's not just a read, boys. There are definite ways to react to it. And it's observable, right? If you guys ever watched LK in tournament playing against Ferry players, like it's definitely doable. You just have to be really on point. With that said, back throw into the corner, blocks the super. This is going to be dead. Oh, damn.
Rixta again.
Making this go quick.
Almost like a Snake Team matchup.
Something like that.
Just a Paddu really needs to bring something out here. Train something. Just jump in like a madman. Jump in like a madman.
I mean, I kind of like it though. It's really fun to see Rixta just let it rip and go for this really aggressive style of Ferry. It's usually to punish people who are more willing to sit back, you know, which obviously Metera is one of the characters that would be more liable to do that. We see it against the Lance again, sitting back, looking for optimal ranges to use the 668, but... Oh wow, back throws him out of the corner. Yeah. That was unexpected, but spot dodges the beam.
There, but this what?
Is
this is what Paddu needs to do to win, right? He just needs to make some really strange decisions. Oh, is this a wrong arrow fault, maybe?
Oh, nice.
But just runs into 2M.
Yeah, keeping the
approach.
Run and check with 2M. Paddu staying alive. And not just staying alive, that was a very convincing round.
Yep, it definitely happens in this matchup though. He can swing one way, then straight back to the other.
Wow, that was awkward, but manages to get out of being cornered himself. Rixta calling out the fake setup
this time.
I mean, yeah, you know, fake setup, you're not going to get away with it more than once.
5H. Just
nice.
Patient.
That's what's messed up about GG. The fact that it has a hitbox. Yeah, whilst before it's actually active, it has a collision and a hitbox. It's kind of messed up.
It's even worse because you can't even hit it to destroy it.
Oh, wow.
Like,
No, you don't want to be
people.
spot dodging there. So get the full confirm with the 2U, but again, GG, knocking him out of the sky. Why GG is an anti-air and a setup tool? Beyond me. But
It's in everything.
hey, but it's slow, though. it's
not
the one
even that
tool.
slow, like,
It's the one
really?
tool
It's
that can
not
get
that
punished,
slow.
bro. I believe it's 17 frame recovery, right? Unless I'm mistaken, but regardless, doesn't really matter. It definitely is one of the. That's on the verge of being unreactable. No matter who you are, no matter what game you come from, no matter what your mental stack is.
Ooh.
But with that
Paddu's
said,
just stuck in the
Paddu
corner.
under the pressure now. Yeah, it's not looking pretty good for a tech though. But you're floating up there for so long, you're gonna get hit by your up dog.
Oh, dashes out. And the anti-air. This
But
is
doesn't
good
get the
play
full
here,
confirm. But gets the overhead confirmed.
Like, this
See
is very
Inahk.
solid.
Oh,
It's
never
not-
mind. Go for the super.
It's not going to kill.
Situational damage coming in with the big 54 viewer host.
Hey,
Huge
thanks.
shout out to CC4IQ. Love the events, man. And I thank you
That's a favourite
so much
trade
for the
by
host. I believe you're coming from the Dragon Ball side of things, right? So, Paddu keeping himself alive for an interesting top 3 for you guys to tune into.
Believe in victory.
You guys might be familiar with Rixta, who has, I believe attended both the Kumite for Granblue and Dragon Ball in the past, so.
Oh, good 5L pressure there. Oh, just controversial
Wow.
DP there by Rixta.
Yeah, he does a lot of those at the
Most-
moment because I think he's just hard calling out the XDP there. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. It's appreciated. Situational damage coming in with a big
Oh
shield.
no!
Shout outs.
Paddu's playing so defensively, but just stood up at the wrong time and just got caught.
Yeah,
by the
she
whip.
has super available now, which is good because now you can call out those plus frame situations more readily. Before you were kind of just a sitting duck for it, but now one more touch could be the end of you.
Well, you've got one guess to do it.
That's not ideal. That's not ideal.
That is ideal.
Yep, that's dead.
There's
Okay.
super. Called it.
Thank God. I mean, you had one chance, right? One chance. But
One
get the guess
opportunity.
right. Oh, shut up.
You catch it. Let it play.
Battle 2.
Paddu's fighting for his life. Doing
really
well.
is.
2-0,
At
2
tournament
games
point.
down, but
Well, this match
no,
goes
DP.
into
Can't
grand
jump
finals,
out.
so. I mean, to be honest, I'm not sure if either one of these players would consider it winning. If they win this, they then go against the Lancelot in grand finals from loser's side. But, you know,
yeah, it's definitely rough matchups for both players.
they got their pride on the line.
What
Snap.
was that?
Yeah, these forward
I've
rolls
never
from
seen that
Rixta.
before.
Pretty
No, but like
ballsy.
he did 2L one way and then the 2H the other, and stood up to butterfly. I'm really
Oh,
confused.
wow, landing on the GG, and this is gonna hurt.
It's not gonna hurt.
No way, no way.
Why does Ferry need this damage? Like, come on.
Yeah,
be
that's
honest.
the thing, right? Ferry gets relatively low damage, except from very specific hits, and those specific hits do a ridiculously high amount of damage. A lot of it comes from the fact that GG and Momo don't actually add that much scaling, so you can get a ridiculous amount of damage when you get both of those both of those in the same combo.
How to drop that combo though, and they can corner him instead now.
Nice, close heavy. That's the throw. Oh wow!
Oh, jumps
Jumps
out.
out of the setup. Yeah, nice.
Interesting option.
Here comes the
it's gonna
Momo. Yeah,
Yeah, that's gonna catch.
and he's gonna take
Side
it back to
switch
the corner.
combos.
This is dead.
Why side switch when you can just kill them? I mean, maybe he needs a side switch to kill, but
I mean, I'm pretty sure he did need the side switch to kill because he gets the wall bounce from 214
Yeah, well, yeah,
But with that said, Paddu losing his run back against Rixta, but now Rixta has the losers rematch against Kingstonn. And you've got one hell of a
So
long
who's the real
run back
winner
coming
here?
now. Yeah, I mean,
here's a real winner here. Paddu or Rixta, let's be honest. One has to play Lancelot for 2 sets, possibly.
I mean,
Paddu got the
I hope
consolation
so.
game. Good performance.
This could be one of the best grand finals that that I've seen in a long time, assuming that Rixta can make this one interesting, you know?
You know what
With that
makes it
said-
really interesting? Kingstonn going on Sorres. Come on, do it.
I mean,
I
yeah,
know there's no chance he does.
that
Just
would
bust
definitely
him
add
out for
some
grand
spice.
finals.
Oh my lord. Anyway, going straight into the next one, we're going to be seeing Rixta against Kingstonn. He's laughing about the sorrows. He's changed over to the avatar, you know? He's giving us a teaser. I mean, he's got a lot of room to play with. This is loser's reset, so in order for Rixta to take this, he needs to win
could
not
just
one best
throw
of
a whole
5,
set.
but 2 best of 5s.
Is he going to do it? Come on, don't get me hyped up.
We'll see, we'll see.
Right, so, Ferry.
Ferry, we're expecting that much.
Lancelot.
Lancelot, yeah, didn't think so, bro. He's got his pride on the line. He's got the tournament on the line. He wants that tournament winner role. On the Discord server, you know, Hearts of Blazing server from now on, it's basically like a King of the Hill situation, where only 5 people at one time can have the role. So people are going to be fighting for it from now on.
Right,
With that said,
round
getting
game
into the
started.
round. Situational damage in the chat. Showing us some love. Thank you so much for the host earlier, man.
Oh, that's a good conversion by Rixta. Could be big, but just goes low. Kingstonn blocks it out.
Oh, wow. 668 not connecting. Rixta doing a really good job with the spacing, and he's, you know, changed up his drip. Maybe this is the power boost that he needed.
Oh, 2-2-8 catching the jump up.
Going for the red belt, you know? But hopefully he can stop being given the belt by Kingstonn. You know, you got to take that back. Ah, nice. Neutral jumping to dodge the 668, but all of these scrambles are still going in favor of the Lancelot.
Yeah, so obviously he does have advantage.
Super.
Random super.
Block.
Block punish.
And you're dead.
Good, there we go.
Great confirm.
That is optimal punish.
For sure. I mean, you don't get much more optimal than 5H into
5H
SSBA.
SSBA is just, yeah.
There's so little scaling on it that it will blow you the hell up.
I think I do a solid 60%, right? Roughly.
Maybe not for Ferry. It'll probably be more in line with 45-50%. But, you know, it's still a lot. Yeah, raw SSBA would actually do more damage, I'm pretty sure. But, regardless, it's a lot of damage, especially when you had as much HP as Kingstonn had there. And Rixta taking the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Going into the next one. Oh, you gotta hold this mix, getting hit by the overhead. You take it to the corner.
Into the corner.
Right here, he can just sit.
Take it.
It's at a deal range, you know.
Like
Not
that.
quite close enough for 668 to give him plus frames, so a relatively comfortable spacing, and yeah, there you go.
Last is in, but there's the DP.
Nice DP on the pressure reset.
It's close to 668 range.
Yeah, this is not look. Yeah, there we go. This is more the range you want to be standing at.
Oh,
Rixta's
668
doing a
splits.
wow. Anti-air, no
anti-air.
confirm. It's very hard to anti-air that, man.
Anti-air
You have to
back.
do it
They
so
confirmed to jump.
preemptive. Oh wow, this is not what you want to do. You don't want to be jumping. You got to take that unblockable now. Not quite finishing off the plate, but this is almost a death sentence.
I know, Lancelot can bring it back.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, if
Especially
anyone can-
with some cheeky SSBAs, man. We've seen
yeah,
it.
just dash in SSBA. Like, predict the thing. Dash in SSBA. I wonder if SSBA will catch
Being
up website.
very patient here, but
Reliable.
gets caught by the 2M.
Oh.
No 668 for you, bro.
Good
Play
option.
neutral. Rixta taking the first step of many towards the arduous climb to take this tournament back.
1 of 6 wins needed to beat, you know, claim the title.
Believe in victory.
We gotta get
Difference
6
against
wins before
Lancelot is
Kingstonn
very
gets free,
hard.
you know? But with that said, round
Big
start.
ask.
Wow, getting hit by the air-to-air. Baiting
Oh,
out the
what's
DP,
DP? This
and
hurts.
now, yeah. Assuming he didn't drop
Corner
the 668.
He doesn't this time. He does not this time. Resets a fireball, mix up, double high.
And then, yeah, even after the mix-up, you gotta hold the RPS.
Yeah.
Lancelot's messed up, man.
Block it like 3 times.
And did you, at any point, get a little bit too complacent, so he reset his pressure? Hold that again.
Basically.
Oh,
At least Ferry does have the DP.
Good neutral jump, but getting punished. The recovery on 668 just not that much on whiff.
Kingston's big likely right now, but good air-to-air by Rixta.
Both of these characters can still rounds back there. But this should be the end of it.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Nice short confirm into SBA. Kingstonn taking the first round of this match.
Take the round.
As long as we're together, we can still win.
I mean, you know, these rounds kind of happen in this matchup. You're going to get rounds where
Yeah, they're
Kingstonn
going to be a complete wash.
rolls over.
Battle 2. Engage.
See if Rixta does better this round.
I mean, we've seen him do
jump
better in the
rounds
past. We've seen him actually take Kingstonn out of the tournament previously in other Hearts of Blazings and other European events. But getting hit by Close M is not what you want to see. Not finishing it off into a full conversion, though. Rixta's sitting a little bit more pretty than he should be, but yeah, there you go. Getting the
Good
EXCP.
DP.
Getting out of the
Take his
pressure,
turn back.
but it doesn't matter because now you have to play
Crunches.
neutral again, which is not the easiest thing to do against Lance. But gets the
I
set
mean, it's
up.
better being in the corner versus Lance, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Pushing
But you can't
way
even
back,
put
though.
Lance in the corner yourself, you know?
Yeah, no, but mid-screen's the best place to be, and that's where he is now.
Especially in ranges where
gotta
you
be happy with
can
that.
threaten 6-6H. Nice. But EXCP.
Reliable DP.
Yeah.
Perfect win.
Pretty boss base. But
Wait.
waiting for the GG. We're going to see the GG call now. No, but it gets punished by the
we're not.
6-6H. Yo, no, this isn't pretty. This isn't pretty at all.
Very questionable super there by Rixta there. I'm not sure what it's going for.
I mean, honestly, it was just
the head though.
it was really good of Kingstonn there to like see the matrix lines and get through all of that clutter with the 6-6H.
I mean, that's what Lance's only going to do though, right?
Oh no. Predicting the early jump, but getting smoked for it. Kingstonn tying it back up to 1-1.
Go get a no by Kingstonn.
We need to see Rixta bring back the aggression that we saw towards the end of the last set. Rixta started turning up the aggression so that Lance could never really get into a range where he was comfortable to do 6-6H, you know, safely. And we saw Kingstonn really struggling to deal with that situation. If we can see that again, good chance we see Rixta come back.
Obviously hard to play aggressive in this matchup though, like...
Yeah, no, it's hard. It's definitely hard.
Yeah, it's very... Yeah.
We saw him do it.
But like,
we know
now,
it's possible.
Already cornered. Oh no, block DP, this hurts.
And the RPS on the DPs. I mean, the risk reward is so much in favor of Lancelot in that situation that it's kind of messed up.
Yeah, obviously, like...
That's the thing about Lancelot, right?
But,
Yes. Oh,
just-
brilliant to you. But doesn't win the clash, so... Are you dead?
Yeah, he's dead.
Nah, he's not dead. He's alive with
dead.
Fix, alright? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've watched more Granblue.
I know Metera's at least.
Well, Metera and Ferry have the same health, so...
Yeah, but I don't get hit by the Lancelot supers. You know?
Oh, sure, bro. Yeah, sure.
As long as we're together.
No. I'm
You
normally
got
dead
hit
before they
there,
get
bro.
super.
Yeah, that's...
I get dead before they
okay,
get super.
that's fair, that's fair.
That's the difference, right?
With that said, 6-6H coming
Takes around.
really short, though. The thing is about 6-6H is that even if that shit whiffs, it does not matter. Whiffing in this
Yeah, there's
game
no
isn't
recovery.
a bad
With
thing.
a zero, literally zero recovery. I mean, not literally, but close enough to be.
Yeah, pretty much. Did you know that Ferry's 2U has the same recovery as Zeta Farlight? I think there's one
What?
frame of difference, yeah.
Jesus.
Fun fact.
I'm not sure that's more about her 2U or the Farlight, or both.
It's kind of both. Zeta's Farlight's a bit bad, but the thing is about Zeta is that she has some really good tools and some really bad tools. Like by design. But with that said, into the
Like,
corner,
back
this
with
could be
2-2.
round. No, this one might kill. Nah, this one won't kill.
I'm not going to say
Oh,
anything.
yeah,
It's
it
gonna
kills,
kill.
it kills,
I
it
say
kills,
it's
it kills,
gonna
it kills.
Yes, I got it right. Fuck you.
Hey, bro, I got it right too. I said that, bro. I said that.
You said it wrong first. I got it. My point. 1-1.
Bruh, fuck. I've been exposed.
But you know what's not 1-1? This game. Kingstonn coming back, taking 2 games.
Yeah, true.
really quickly.
This ain't 1-1 anymore. It's 1-2. Kingstonn at tournament point. Rix has got to make a real adaptation here in order to take this back, man. Really does.
He's taking some time for it in the rematch button. Thinking
I mean,
through.
it's a
What
good
do I do?
idea.
Or is he just trying to calm down? Because that's what I need to do versus Lance players, right? You can't play angry versus them because you just get hit by stupid stuff. You know, the time to calm
I mean,
down.
but at the same
things-
time, I feel like Lancelot's like formulating his expanded brain to try and come up with a way to get those stupid hits, if you know what I mean. Oh, wow. Fireball smoking that, but we're back into neutral. Lancelot jumping back, you know? Usually you don't
Not
see
even close.
I mean, you don't even see... You don't usually see rushdown characters like jumping back to full screen, right? But welcome to Granblue. Where rushdown characters are comfortable at full screen.
Jump back.
Our zoners like to jump in, you know?
It is a bit weird when you put it that way. You're definitely right. And our zoners have some big damage combos, as you are going to find out
Oh
right
my
now.
lord!
60%?
Almost, yeah, almost 60-70% combo into a knockdown, but combo limit turns that one down.
Gonna be a
6-6
big
H.
off. Oh no.
Oh, drops the
Just
combo,
maybe
but
put-
gets the scramble afterwards. And gets the counter hit.
Oh,
Not dead
counter
again.
hit. It's dead.
So many
No,
resets,
drops.
man.
The resets, yep.
SSBA, is that dead? Nah, Beppo. Nice.
Ooh, good call. And it hit GG.
Honestly,
That's a weird interaction.
scrambles on commentary because the actual matches right now, that was super scrambly. I mean, Lancelot versus Ferry can definitely be that way, but...
I think every matchup in this game can be. It's just can be very hectic at times, right?
Yeah, for sure. Especially with characters like this, they kind of thrive in the chaos.
I mean, Lancelot more than anyone else, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Ferry has her controlled chaos. But with that said, Ferry getting thrown. Underneath Lance, pressure gets the 2U. This is exactly what you want to see. Misses the safe jump. The timing on that's really rough, because obviously if you do a... Oh, this is going to be blocked and punished.
Oh, no. Round over. Yeah, round over.
Now at tournament point.
This is on tournament point.
Yeah, if you do super jump, you actually get to turn around as you cross over them in this game. So the only cross-up tool that Ferry really has is like a really late 5-8, jump hitting heavy after the super jump. But with that said, getting clipped by the 6-6H, now you're in the corner, this is not where you want to be. Getting hit by the 2H, but again, missing that timing on the JH, not getting the cross-up. It's one of the only like notable weaknesses that Ferry really has in terms of jumping.
Right.
With that said, blocking the 6-6H, but he's plus.
Not your turn.
And he doesn't even necessarily have to be plus, because Lance has really fast buttons, whereas Ferry's scramble buttons aren't very good. So even if it was just slightly minus, you'd be able to take advantage of it. But you're playing unique now.
This is Ferry's time.
No, no,
no, see, that's it. Tournament.
Yeah, this is Ferry's time, you say, as Lancelot wins the event.
Just as he just wins, yep.
You have a new event winner. Commentator Kerr taking Rixta out of the tournament.
Hey,
the one in favour over Kingstonn, taking Rixta out of the tournament. Damn. Great to see a new player winning an event. And great showing from Kingstonn, man. You've been working hard for this. You've been turning up pretty much every week to multiple events throughout the week, you know. Granblue's got those events all the time, man. But someone other than Rixta taking event, I'm always happy to see that. Because, you know, whilst I love Rixta and he's enjoyable to watch, no, we need to let someone else win sometimes.
Please, yes.
So, with that said,
I'm actually really curious to see what Kingstonn's Sorris turns into, because if his Lancelot's this good, he can make Sorris work, I believe.
I mean, you might believe.
I believe.
Me, not so much, bro. I mean, once you've got a taste of the top tier, are you really gonna... Maybe after the patch, but... With that said, thank you to everyone who attended this event. The biggest bracket that we've had so far by, like, a long shot. If we have a quick look at the final bracket, I believe it was 56 members. It was 56 members, 61 in total before check-ins. You guys are absolutely amazing. You make these events happen. You make them run week by week, and I couldn't do it without you guys. So, to pay a little bit of appreciation to all the players in the event, everyone in the stream, everyone in the Discord community, and my fellow commentator. Thank you so much, Cynical. It's been a pleasure. Do you have anything that you want to share right now? You know, feel free to do so.
Yes, I do, conveniently. I have, wait, I forgot the name. That's a good start. Got the Dual Resort Rumble, right? So, with rank being dead above, like, S rank, I decided to create a Discord server where we have organised rank matches. So, if you want to play rank matches, like, for games that matter without waiting in rank queue for, like, 10 hours, I'm going to post a Discord here. Just come take a look. Every Monday, I'll be hosting exhibition matches between some of the top players, like 30 10s for some cash money, like maybe like £5 or £10.
Oh, damn.
So, yeah, no, big money, right? Straight in my pocket. But no, I'll be looking to get sponsored eventually, so hopefully some real money. But to start with, we need just people in the rank queue, right? Obviously, it won't work if people don't join. So, Pogs, yes. So yeah, just come play the rank queue. It's like for all levels. Like we're gonna use an elo system. We've got promotion system. We'll have promotion games on stream. And yeah, I think that's about it. So just take a look, see if you like it, and come join if you're interested.
Sorry about that.
Paddu was doing really good. Oh, yo.
Yeah, just dragged in Gil, because Gil also wanted to show some of his stuff.
Okay,
Again,
cool.
He does phenomenal work with the calendar and helping everyone out with all of the event organisation right now, so...
Thank you.
I'm going to let him shill.
Okay, so I'm going to shield my stuff. Well, first of all, of course, the calendar. I'm not going to shield my stream. You can check that on your own time. Wink, wink. I'm going to shield the calendar, of course, because that's much more important for the community. So you can find all of the Granblue events, all of them I know about, here. So what's it called? Bookmark? That's the word in English, right? Yeah, bookmark that, and I update it pretty much every day. Now, there's something else that I want to announce, right? Can I take like 20 seconds to tell the story behind this?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, cool. So the reason I'm playing on PC and that I'm able to enter all these tournaments is because a dear friend of mine actually gifted me the game when I was having a pretty rough time with quarantine and exams and so on. I was quite depressed, right? So I bought the game on PS4 a long time ago, and I didn't really have the money to buy it at that time. So he gifted it to me, and I'm like, okay, I am going to help the community as much as I can with commentary and stuff to help the Granblue community. Now, I've had a payment from Twitch after like years. This is my first payment from Twitch. So I've got like a good like £80. So I'm announcing a PS4 tournament for the game because I want to bring one of the talented PS4 players onto computer.
Oh.
Because it's such a nice, like, they're just missing on so much, right? You'd agree with this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
so
mean, they do have a lot of their own events going on, but
yeah.
There is a lot going on for PC.
Smaller, and there's a lot going on for PC, and it's cool to have everyone together. So I'm going to organize a tournament. I don't know the date yet, so this is like kind of announced. But the person that wins the tournament will get a full Granblue versus key from me to then join us on PC. Now the what's it called? The price tag is still on £50, so it's a pretty price. You know what I mean? And you want to get? Oh, sorry, I'm cueing this music. And you may want to get here and join us on PC. Now, just a very quick couple of things. Of course, if you enter the tournament, you don't have the game on PC. Because that'd be dumb. And you have the intention of actually joining us on PC. So you have like a good computer and you can run the game. But I will give more details when I announce it. So Zane, you know you're one of them. Since you're looking into getting a PC, this will happen very soon. Say maybe 2 weeks stop time. Okay?
Thing. It's very similar to the launch party event that I ran on PS4, where I was pretty much just giving away a copy of Granblue Fantasy Versus, the character edition, then 1-2 people in the stream chat. But with that said, thank you, Gil, for all of the hard work that you've been putting in. I have something to announce as well, on top of the normal stuff, which is, you know, yada yada. Follow the stream, join the Discord. If you're interested in events like these, follow me on Twitter, all of that. You know, just regular old chilling. I also have another event that me and Cynical have been planning for a while now, but at the end of April, we're seeing the 16th character added along with a balance patch. Now, this means that there are 16 characters, right? And as such, there's going to be 16 players ready to represent those characters. So, we're going to be running an exhibition match, which is going to be a 16-man bracket, with each of the players, well, each character being represented by the best player in Europe, based on based on social influence, social impact, and more importantly, their results in recent European events. Because there's been so much online events at the moment that it's pretty easy to track down who are the best players for each characters, but we're going to be running a 16-man bracket with one person representing each of those characters. I've got some sponsors lined up, so it should be a relatively big event. So if you're interested in, recommending yourself or anyone else for that position, be sure to let me know. I'm going to be creating a shortlist, and basically more details are going to follow the second that patch hits. After that patch hits, I'll have the final date announced, but it's likely going to be towards the end of May or early June. With that said, though... Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Obviously, we're basing this on tournament results. So, if you think you're a very good player and you're not been playing in tournaments like a certain Ferry player,
yes, start turning up.
Turn up to tournaments, get good results. We might choose you. This should be a big event.
And again, there are going to be players who can't make it, who represent their characters, so there's always a chance for you to get in. We basically already have shortlists made, but we have until the end of May to really finalize all of that. So, with that said, thank you everyone on the stream for being amazing. Thank you to everyone in Hearts of Blazing for, again, being amazing. Gil joining and leaving. And we'll see you guys next week. Next week we have Granblue and Xrd, so if you're interested in either of those things, we'll see you then. Yeah, even if you're absolute shit, just join the weekly events, pad up the numbers. We were so close to a 64-man bracket, which was unironically, my dream when I first... Well, not even when I first started this. When I first started this, my dream was to get 8 to 16 members into a bracket. And then once I started seeing Gibbs events, my dream was to get a 64-man bracket. And the growth and support from the Granblue community has been absolutely ridiculous lately. I appreciate you all so much, and thank you for all the support on this stream so far.
Wait. I just want to say a last thing. I'm sorry.
Alright.
If you're a new player and you're intimidated by this, I'm running free coaching for everyone that asks, even if you cannot throw a fireball. So please don't you dare leave this game because you're new, because I'm going to help you so much. Okay?
Yeah, and not
Just
to
that.
mention, Hearts of Blazing server, we have so many talented players willing to
Exactly.
give you a help whenever you want. So, with that said,
Cool.
I'm gonna, end the stream here. I'm gonna go ahead and raid Sajam. So, everyone
Bye-bye.
watching the stream, have a good one, dude. We'll see you again next week.
Bye.